And what's good, everybody? Glad to have you guys back at the stream once again tonight. Special live stream going on here on the channel. We got Sunday Night Football, Week 11 of NFL action, and it's going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers, record of 5-3, 2-1 on the road, second in the AFC North, to the Ravens, as also the Chargers, the home team. They are second in their division in the AFC West to Kansas City, who just won in the last game against Dallas. Chargers with a record of 5-4, 2-3 at home. Hopefully, it should be a good one going down between these two teams. It's at SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, California, home of the Chargers tonight as well. Welcome you guys on board, being a part on the channel once again. So yeah, I decided to cover a special live stream, gearing up for football myself, getting ready to call a football game on Thanksgiving. So trying to get back into the swing of things, calling football, which will be cool. We've done a lot of awesome streams here lately, which has been incredible. And a good thing here for Pittsburgh, Big Ben will be playing tonight, so he is returning from health and safety protocols. They had won the last 4 straight games before tying against Detroit last Sunday. Really ugly game that Mason Rudolph got the start at quarterback, 16-16 in OT. End of regulation tie between the Steelers and the Lions, first tie of the season. And for the Chargers, coming off a loss last Sunday, losing by a touchdown to Minnesota, 27-20, where Justin Herbert was held to a season low he was tied for with 195 passing yards. So both of these teams trying to bounce back coming up for this game here. Big Sunday night matchup as the Steelers trying to gain ground in the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens picking off the W against the Bears today, and they were without Lamar Jackson, which made it impressive as well. Baltimore at 7-3, Pittsburgh at 5-3, and then the Chargers at 5-4. They are behind the Chiefs, who are rolling right now, winning against the Cowboys. Kansas City at 7-4. Goody, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Yikes. Yeah, not looking so hot at the Lakers. I've been peeking at that score a little bit, and they've been back and forth, and trailing throughout a good chunk of that against the Pistons. Right now, they're down by 4 with like 7 minutes left to go. Chiefs fan, welcome to the stream. Big win for your team today. Man, there's shockers every single week. Buffalo a couple weeks ago losing to Jacksonville. Buffalo got destroyed today against Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor had the game of his life. 5 touchdowns total for Taylor. Over 50 fantasy points. Tennessee losing to Houston, 22-13. A lot of shocking games. The Vikings pulling out the victory over the Packers, 34-31. Minnesota's had opportunities. They've played so many close games this season. Eagles putting up 40 today against New Orleans. The Raiders had just plummeted. Bengals beat the Raiders 32-13, and without Kyler Murray, Cardinals going to Seattle, and they pull out the W, 23-13. Big win. Colt McCoy threw over 300 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns for Arizona. And it's really impressive what the Cardinals have done. 9-2 record, have been without Murray for the last couple of weeks, and they keep on finding ways to pull out victories, even without some of their key players. Wow, that's incredible there. You beat an undefeated team, looks like, in fantasy. You got Jonathan Taylor. That's amazing there, man. Yeah, whoever had Jonathan Taylor today, big game. Big game you definitely had from him today. And, big game from him today, but also on the schedule, most likely a W for whoever had Taylor. He basically combines for over 5 players that would average like 10 points for a fantasy contest. He combined for that. Unbelievable. Huge game as far as pushing the needle in the playoff projections here. Chargers come in as 6.5 point favorites. Over under tonight at 47.5. Chargers currently sit at number 8 in the playoff race, right behind Buffalo, a half a game at 6-4. They'd be tied with Cincinnati and Buffalo with a win tonight at 6-4. And for Pittsburgh, they are just above Cincinnati and Buffalo at 5-3. So Cincinnati 5th in the playoff race, Chargers at 8th in the playoff race, or Pittsburgh at 5th in the playoff race, Chargers at 8th in the playoff race, and the Steelers are behind Kansas City and New England, both 7-4. What's good, Salman? Welcome to the stream. So playoff race, Tennessee still at the top, even with a loss today, half a game above Baltimore, 8-3 Tennessee. Ravens at second, Cardinals 7-3. Patriots right behind 7-4, same as Kansas City, both 7-4. And then Pittsburgh at fifth, Bengals at sixth, Buffalo at seventh, Chargers at eighth, and the Colts are knocking on the doorstep, 6-5, same as the Browns. Bradley, welcome back in. Glad to have you in the stream once again. Hey, thanks so much, Chiefs fan. Really appreciate it, man. Awesome to have you. Yeah, haven't done a football game in a while. Wanted to get one here because I'm actually calling one very soon for Thanksgiving. So it's going to be good to call one here. Special live stream for you guys tonight. Probably not going to be like the numbers as far as like basketball, as far as like people popping into the chat or so. So I think I posted earlier this morning about it. Yeah, every single week's been crazy with upsets lately. It's just so wide open with whoever's going to beat up in the Super Bowl. Najee Harris, though, he could very well be bound to having a big game. Chargers, their Achilles heel this season, last in rush defense. He's getting better and better, rushing for 100 yards, second time of the season last week against the Lions for Najee Harris. And Chargers are really vulnerable with their rush defense. They are right now top 5 in the NFL in pass defense. Pittsburgh this season has struggled to move the football around, though, especially with their targets. Last week they were more grounded, on the run, pound it type of style without Ben Roethlisberger. They're going to have Big Ben once again today, though. I'm projecting this one to be under that number for this game. I think it's going to be an under type of game. I think we're going to have some big hits. Possibly quite a bit of sacks here because these two defenses are pretty solid. Chargers top 12 against the pass, struggle against the rush. But the Steelers don't put up that many points or so. Offensively, they've struggled this season for Pittsburgh. I'm going to take the Chargers in this one. 23-16 is my prediction. Welcome in, Pepsi Can. So yeah, just like Bradley's, except I went a point lower for both of the teams. I was looking at the over/under though. It's at 47.5 for this game. I think this type of matchup here, the fans are going to be into it tonight in LA. This crowd, they're starting to get a fan base as they keep on growing in Los Angeles now for the Chargers, and this stadium gets loud for LA. Sharaf on the stream, welcome in. He's got the Steelers tonight, low-scoring affair. I remember when the Patriots were playing the Chargers last month, is that I was listening back, heading home, listening to the game on the radio, and man, it was just whoever plays the music at the stadium, it just pumps it up or so. Gets the crowd right into it. A lot of Pittsburgh fans, looks like, have traveled to this game. So I'm looking at it right now in the stands. There's a ton of black and yellow jerseys out in the stand. Pittsburgh will go in the white uniforms tonight. Big Ben back in action as he will be playing. Last week did not play, health and safety protocols going into the game. And then Mason Rudolph played under center last week. Chargers will go in the blue jerseys today, that royal blue. White numbers, yellow outline. If you guys are new, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Glad to have you guys back once again here tonight, part of a special live stream on the channel. NFL action, Week 11, Sunday Night Football. As the Chargers will kick it off, Steelers back to return the opening kickoff. Steelers going left to right on the field. And the Steelers fans here in SoFi Stadium are outnumbering the Pittsburgh fans. Yellow rally towels, black and yellow all around in Inglewood, California. So the Steelers fans traveling all the way across the country for this one as this ball gets booted away by the Chargers, and it will be a fair catch kneel in the end zone by Ray McLeod, and Pittsburgh will take over at their own 25. Big Ben onto the field once again. Missed last week against Detroit. Health and safety protocols. In a tie game. Ended in end of regulation and overtime at 16-16. What's good, Gilly Illy on the stream? Welcome back in. Things going pretty well. You too. Enjoy your night here. Roethlisberger. On their center, they go in a single set back formation. Najee Harris, the running back, as he'll be taking on the worst rush defense in the NFL. Handoff up the middle, but this time he gets stood up right back at the line of scrimmage for no gain. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. Pyle wasn't pushing that time. Pittsburgh struggled this season, effectively running the football, currently around 22nd in the NFL in rushing. What's good? Carlos in the stream. Welcome in from New Jersey. It's going to be a 2nd and 9. Ball spotted at their own 26-yard line. Motion from left to right. It's Claypool. Handoff up the middle to Harris. Makes a cut towards his left to the left side of the hashes and rushes for about a gain of 4. Gets moving the pile a little bit further to the 32, so a gain of 6 by Harris. And it will bring up about a 3rd and 3 now for Pittsburgh coming up. See if they can convert on their first 3rd down of this game tonight. 2 rushes. We'll have to see what they can get going via the pass. They've done a lot of check down passes this year for Pittsburgh. Especially on 4th down situations, 4th and long. This time Ben will go into the gun. Motion from right to left is Claypool. 2 receivers lined up to the right side. Deontay Johnson, James Washington to the right, Harris to the right side of Ben. Roethlisberger takes a snap, steps up in the pocket, fires in the crosser. That's complete. Hurdles over a man, gets the 1st down to the 37-yard line on the catch and moves the chains. That's on the crosser. That is Chase Claypool. Soft coverage underneath played by the Chargers. Claypool just able to get enough past the chains. Needed 3, got about 4. Or got about 5 in the catch. Ball spotted at their own 37 now. In the single set back formation, Roethlisberger takes a snap. Play action. Rolls out to his right, fires deep down the right sideline. This ball is contested, and it's intercepted by the Chargers. They're going to say he is out of bounds, though. So it's 2nd down and 10. Lucky for Big Ben. That is number 33, Derwin James, who jumped the route on the intended pass, bobbled it, and both feet, sliding down. Couldn't haul it in cleanly as he was working on the tight end. Pat Freiermuth was the intended target. 12:49 left to go in the first. Ben from the gun. Harris lines up to the left side in the backfield. And we have a penalty here. Jumping across the offensive line. That's going to be 5. That's Joey Bosa. Bill, welcome back on the stream. Neutral zone infraction. Joey Bosa moves the ball further up for Pittsburgh. 5-yard penalty. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 now for Pitt. Hoops 590, welcome in. Best of luck to you guys tonight. Elf Logs in the stream, welcome on board. I've been watching football since I was really young, so both of the sports I've been watching since I was extremely young. Same as college basketball, too. And what helps me out is I usually do like a lineup sheet or so, which helps me out. My main sport was actually baseball, but I don't watch that much baseball, as this rush only goes for 1 by Harris to the 44 Pittsburgh territory. I don't watch that much baseball because it's like 4 hours, 5 hours for games, and it's really boring. The games nowadays compared to like 10 years ago where it was like 3-hour games, and now the pitching changes are crazy. Vegas, what's good? Welcome back to the stream. That's awesome. Hoops 590 working at the Charger games back in 2004. I remember when I was back in elementary and middle school, LT was the man. There was a lot of my classmates were wearing LT jerseys back in the day. Ben receives the snap, pump fake, fires across the middle, complete to Fryer, moves right at midfield as he moves the chains. Needed 3, got about 5 on the catch. They're going to say actually forward progress is a little bit shorter. They're going to give him the first down, so that's about 3. Yeah, that's shocking. Buffalo again with another bad loss today. I was stunned by their defense. It didn't hold up at all. They've been like one of the best defenses so far this season, and Jonathan Taylor just went off. The Colts are getting hot. Roethlisberger from the gun here, ball spotted just shy midfield. At running back now, that's Benny Snell. He takes the delayed handoff up the middle past midfield and rushes to around the 48 of Charger territory. So that's about a gain of 3. Old Dogs in the stream, welcome in. Glad to have you in the channel. Starting out controlling clock right now for Pittsburgh on a solid drive, 2nd and 6. Coming up now for the Steelers inside Charger territory for the first time today from the gun. Roethlisberger, Snell lines up to his right, takes a snap, back to pass, steps up, fires across the middle. Open, that's complete at the 31, first down. That's Deontay Johnson. First catch of the game. That's a gain of 16. Pittsburgh finding the soft spots lately in the secondary. Got the first down underneath on the pass, and now Deontay Johnson across the middle of the field. Malika, welcome back to the stream. Dennis, welcome on board. I've been from Massachusetts my whole life, where I'm from. I'm actually a Patriots fan, if you guys didn't know. So I grew up as a big Boston sports fan. Patriots, Celtics, Red Sox, and Bruins are my sports teams. Single set back formation, Roethlisberger handoff up the middle, about a 2-yard gain, as that is Benny Snell who rushes. We do have a penalty flag down, though. Referee is looking like they're going to call this one a holding penalty in the Chargers. And we have confirmed it is. Holding penalty by LA. Automatic first down, Pittsburgh. So that just hurts this drive for the defense right now. They almost had an interception with Derwin James down the sideline. Instead, it resulted in an incomplete pass. Still kept the drive alive. Single set back formation. Roethlisberger, play action. Roll out to his right. Fires, and that is caught, but nothing there. Najee Harris swarmed by the defense for no gain. Chris Rump, the second, number 94, comes up, makes the tackle. Nathan on the stream, welcome in. 6 minutes so far into action. 9 minutes remaining in the first. On the Pittsburgh drive. That's gone all the way down to the 23-yard line now of LA territory. 2nd and 10 from the Chargers 23. Roethlisberger from the shotgun formation lines up to his right. This is Harris, the running back. 2 to the left for receivers, and another possible neutral zone infraction. We'll see. Free play, possibly. Roethlisberger launches corner of the end zone, overshoots Johnson, incomplete. And the penalty flag goes down, and Big Ben pointing in that direction. Looked like the Chargers on the outside front line went across, and they did. Second neutral zone infraction of the night on this drive to start out. And that is Uchenna Nwosu who picks up the penalty. So already one of those that they had with Joey Bosa, and now a second one by a linebacker with a neutral zone infraction. Free play pushes up the football 5 yards. The 18 first play in the red zone coming up for Pittsburgh. Penalties by the Chargers have helped out the Steelers in the drive. Roethlisberger fires left side. It's dropped right at the first down marker to tight end Freiermuth. In coverage, Asante Samuel Jr. brings up a 3rd and 5. What's good, BBC in the stream? Welcome in. Glad to have you in the channel. Steelers driving down the field. Biggest play of the game so far today. It's coming up here on the 3rd and 5 at the 18-yard line of LA territory. Chargers defense has played the underneath stuff to the running back Harris tough. Seeing if they're going to go vertical here. Roethlisberger takes a snap, launches deep to the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Little too tall on the pass off the outstretched fingertips of Deontay Johnson. He slipped past 2 defenders at the back of the end zone, but Roethlisberger wasn't able to drop it in there. And it falls incomplete, and coming out will be the field goal unit. It's one of those passes that Big Ben would love to have back. That's just too tall for Johnson. Trying to thread the needle in there. Chris Boswell from the right hash, 36-yard field goal attempt. Pressure coming up, but Boswell able to get it off and boots it through the uprights. Pittsburgh on the board first. 3-0 with 8:29 left to go in the first quarter. That drive going for 7 minutes and 31 seconds. We'll be back coming up here as we take the first time out. Wow, that's impressive. Thanks so much for the update there, Pepsi Can. Phoenix Suns putting up 48 points in the first quarter. Hopefully Devin Booker has a good amount of those. I need a big game from Booker in fantasy. 4 first downs in the first drive of the night for Pittsburgh, consuming 42 total yards. 3 penalties by the Chargers helped. One of those a holding penalty. The other 2 were offsides penalties. And then the Chargers almost had an interception. It was bobbled down the right sideline. But they weren't able to keep their feet in bounds for the Chargers. That was Derwin James who almost had an interception. So the drive stayed alive. And then they kept on driving downfield, eventually led to the field goal. Roethlisberger, 2 passes towards the end zone, overthrew his intended targets. Yep, that's right. Vegas' birthday coming up. Lakers came on back. Lakers up against the Pistons, 119-114. I heard LeBron got ejected from that game. Wow, 48-28 at the end of the first quarter. Phoenix Suns up against the Denver Nuggets. And Chicago Bulls leading the New York Knicks 23-18. If you haven't already done so, make sure to vote in that poll, as we'll have that up probably around until halftime tonight. Who do you got tonight? Steelers versus Chargers. Feel free to put out your vote if you haven't already done to do that already. Yeah, a big win for URI today, Vegas, too. They beat Boston College for the second time this season. They happen to play in the same tournament, and since they're close schools, they already had a game scheduled at the Ryan Center last week, and they played in the same tournament, and both of them lost in their first round game, so they got to play each other once again. That's pretty crazy. They face each other twice this season. They were supposed to last year, and then the second game got canceled. Gets kicked off. Chargers return it past the 20. Right side of the hashes. Knocked down around the 27 on the return. And here comes out L.A. Justin Herbert onto the field for the Chargers for the first drive of the night. All that Deuce in the stream. Welcome back in. Hope all is going well, man. Chargers going right to left in the field. They will go in an empty formation to start things off. Herbert from the gun. 3 receivers lined up to his left, 2 to his right. Herbert takes a snap. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. He will rush. Past the 30. Slides down around the 32. That's about a rush of 5. Nothing there downfield, so Herbert decided to take it up the field himself. Good chunk of yardage to start things off. Bring up a 2nd down and 5. Yeah, big win today for the Ravens without Lamar Jackson. Late scratch from the game. Wasn't feeling well and able to do their job and come in and beat the Bears today. Herbert, handoff up the middle, first carry of the night. This is Austin Eckler as he drives to about the 35, just short of the first down marker by 2 yards. Penalty is down, though. First penalty of this drive, and it's on the Chargers. That is the 4th penalty of the game by the Chargers in the first 7 minutes and 15 seconds. Yeah, things going pretty well where I am. My family's doing pretty well, too. It was holding on the offense by L.A. Backs him up 2nd and 16. Herbert from the gun. Motion with a wide receiver, Josh Palmer, right side of the screen. Herbert takes a snap, play action, fires left side. That is complete but minimal yardage. Terrific open field tackle. The ball got caught by Mike Williams. It is Cameron Sutton who came up with a tackle down the left sideline, about a pickup of a 2-yard pass. Ball spotted at the 23 of Charger territory. L.A. takes a snap with Herbert. Back to pass in the pocket. Herbert fires this one down the left side of the hashes. Complete first down. Wrapped up around the 44-yard line. Catch a 21. It is Mike Williams with a reception. First down of the night for L.A. Louie, welcome to the stream again, man. Things going pretty well. I'm glad to have you back at the stream. Herbert takes a snap. Looks right. Fires. That's complete. Underneath. Right at midfield. Caught by the tight end, Jared Cook. First reception of the night. It's good for about a gain of 5. The pass-heavy Chargers this season, they struggled last week to air out the football, though. Held to 195 passing yards. It's tied for his lowest this season by Herbert. Ball spotted right at midfield, 2nd and 5. Approaching 6 minutes left to go. Moving from right to left. That's the tight end, Cook. Herbert takes a snap, fires. That is complete on the catch at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10, catch at 12. And that is Keenan Allen, the top target this season for L.A. It's just the PS4. Welcome on board. Glad to see a lot of new people on the stream tonight. Herbert able to chunk out yardage from this defense so far. Just the crossing route downfield, able to get separation on his defensive back, Cameron Sutton, who made a couple of big defensive plays ago, made a tackle. Herbert from the gun takes a snap, screens it out underneath Eckler. Eckler tries to make one man miss, and he gets swung around out of bounds. Catch from the backfield, good for about 6. Chunking out a good amount of yardage here in this drive for L.A. Herbert's perfect so far. 5 for 5, 46 passing yards. 2nd and 4 now for the Chargers. Ball spotted at the 33-yard line of Pittsburgh territory. In motion to tight end, Trey McKitty towards his right. Herbert tosses right side, and now they'll go reverse toss to the left side down the end around. Down the left sideline and could not pick up the first down. Gain of 3 was Jalen Guyton, the wide receiver, going into the trickery playbook right there for LA, and they just come up short. Pittsburgh's defense read that well to make sure that the edge wasn't able to be clear by Guyton. They tossed it right side of Roundtree around the reverse side. They got Guyton in motion from right to left. And that's where Guyton tried to turn the corner for a first down. Couldn't get there. 3rd and 2. HB draw up the middle. Looks like it's enough for Eckler. Needed 2. Got about 3. Moving the chains again for the Chargers at the 28 now of Pittsburgh territory. What's good, John, in the stream? Welcome back in. Under 4 minutes left to go in the first. It's been clock management so far. We could go to the end of the first quarter with both of these teams just having one drive total. 1st and 10 for the Chargers at the 28 of Pittsburgh. Play action. Back to pass, and that is incomplete. Zipped in there and could not haul it in. Was the tight end Donald Parham. He would have caught it inside the 10-yard line. Just off his hands. That was a really good pass by Herbert right on a line. And Parham just completely drops it. He drops it and the ball ricochets off his hands as he's closing it in and goes right to the goal line. 2nd and 10 at the 28, single set back formation. In motion from left to right is Allen. Handoff. That's the right side of the hashes. That is Eckler past the 25 to the 20. Gain of 8 on the carry sets up a 3rd and short. Solid 2nd down by the Chargers. So they were in 2nd and deep territory. Now they're in 3rd and short. Yeah, I've got a really solid team this year. The Patriots defense was crazy on Thursday, what they were doing. I think that's my biggest score of the week. That and Nick Chubb. I don't have Jonathan Taylor though. The person who has Jonathan Taylor is just destroying everybody this week. Pass on a crosser down the right sideline, inside the 10 to the 5-yard line, dragged down from behind. That is complete to Mike Williams and brings up a 1st down and goal coming up for the Chargers. Receivers getting a lot of separation in the early going for LA. That is good for about a 17-yard pass across the field short and turning upfield down the right sideline for Williams. Williams having a solid season as well. Both Keenan Allen and Williams, the top 2 receivers for LA. 6 for 7, 64 passing yards in this drive, and the only ball that was missed was one that was dropped inside the 15. This is a right corner fade to the end zone. Incomplete, but the penalty flag is down. Looking for Williams. A lot of pushing and shoving going on with James Pierre, and this looks like a penalty flag on Pierre for Pittsburgh. If so, it would be the first Pittsburgh penalty of the night. Yeah, Pierre's just holding all over him. He's all over Mike Williams. Yeah, both of his hands are on Mike Williams. Williams tried to stretch out with his right hand, make the catch, being grabbed with his left arm, completely wrapped around by Pierre, and Pierre gets called for the defensive penalty. It's going to set up now a 1st down and goal at the 1-yard line. Chargers going to I formation. In the backfield's Eckler. Herbert takes a snap, handoff up the middle. Eckler and diving across the goal line. It's a touchdown, but hold it here for a moment. Penalty is down. Pittsburgh signaling it's a penalty on LA. And it is. False start in the offense. The Chargers with their 5th penalty of the night in the first quarter. Illegal. Oh, it's a legal formation. A legal formation by LA. So it backs them up. Let's see. Number 88, he's lined up off kilter for Trey McKitty, the tight end. 1st and goal drops him back to the 6 now with a 5-yard penalty. May on the stream, welcome in. Thanks so much, appreciate it. First and goal, they'll try it again. This time Herbert from the gun in motion on the left side. is Jalen Guyton, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Herbert, handoff, delayed handoff, doesn't get touched up the middle, takes it in for 6. It's Austin Eckler with a touchdown rush. Chargers on top on a 12-play, 73-yard drive consisting of 6 minutes and 20 seconds with 2:09 left to go in the first. Both of these teams with solid drives to start out, but the Chargers chunking out yardage, finding space in the secondary with their receivers getting open. And right there, the delayed handoff works to perfection for Austin Eckler. Tristan Vizcaino on to attempt the extra point, and that one goes straight through the uprights. Chargers on top, 7-3. Both teams with 1 drive so far in the first. Long sustained drives consisting of approximately 6 minutes plus for both the Steelers and the Chargers, as we have 2:09 left to go in the first. If you're new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, tonight, being a part here on the channel. I believe my next basketball stream is going to be Tuesday night between the Lakers and the Knicks, so feel free to be a part of that one on Tuesday night. But great start in this game. Both of these teams moving the ball down the field. For the Chargers, they are finding spots in the secondary to get open with their wide receivers on that last drive. Specifically, Mike Williams, who is having a solid start to this game. 3 catches for 41 yards. Keenan Allen had a reception of 11 on the drive. Also Austin Eckler with a 6-yard catch from the backfield. Jared Cook had a 5-yard catch. The only drop ball was Donald Parham Jr., the tight end. He was going down across the hashes downfield, and the ball just went off his hands, ricocheted off his hands, and like 10 yards further, it went on the line to the goal line, dropping. But it was a really good pass by Herbert. Passed it straight on the line to Parham, but wasn't able to grab it. And would have been a big catch with his forward motion. It probably would have set up the Chargers inside the 15. What's good? The Reaper back in the stream. Oh man, I've been seeing Baylor's been dominating the competition so far. Off to another solid season this year. Wow, St. Bonaventure's crushing Marquette currently 41-26. Marquette had just won against Illinois earlier in the week. Actually, Michigan takes on Arizona tonight. That's a really good game. Utah is losing against Tulsa right now, 51-46. Maybe this Tulsa team's good, as Tulsa beat Rhode Island yesterday. I'm hoping this Tulsa team's really good. Like a sleeper type of team in the American, because if so, it would help out Rhode Island's resume. So we are back to action. Chargers boot this ball away, and it will go in the end zone. Ray McLeod does not catch it, and Pittsburgh will take over starting at their own 25. Second drive of the night for Ben Roethlisberger, coming out 4 completions out of 7 attempts, 28 passing yards on drive number 1. They were helped out by 3 penalties of the Chargers defense, one of them holding, and then the other 2 were offsides by LA. Yeah, I saw that. That's terrific there for Baylor, crushing Stanford. I looked at that score. I was like, man, they were rolling. 2:09 left to go in the first. Roethlisberger from the gun. He's got Harris lined up to his right side now. 2 receivers to his left. 2 receivers to his right. Roethlisberger takes a snap, back to pass, pump fake, pressure coming, fires underneath, penalty flag is down. Looks like the Chargers might have jumped again. If so, third offsides of the night. Complete to Harris, minimal yardage. Gain of 2, but the penalty is on Joey Bosa again. Second offsides penalty of the night by Bosa. Third as a team by LA. So Pittsburgh will take the penalty, obviously, instead of the yardage. Brings up 1st and 5. Lorenzo, welcome back to the stream again. Single set back formation. Harris in the backfield. Roethlisberger under center. 3 in the play clock. Takes a snap. Hand off to Harris up the middle past the 30, and he rumbles forward. Looks like enough to the first down marker. Needed 5. Gut 5. Forward motion. Puts him there. And it will be a first down. Wow, it was that close at halftime. Gee, having a big second half. Pittsburgh now at their own 35-yard line. Roethlisberger tosses left side to Harris, tried to get blockers out in front, but he's got stood up. Gain of 4 on the rush to the 39. The clock winds to under 1 minute left to go in the first. Yeah, the Pistons almost beat the Lakers. Lakers came from behind and won today over the Pistons. I heard LeBron got ejected from that game today. Single set back. 1 running back in the backfield. Roethlisberger under center motion from left to right with McLeod. Roethlisberger play action. Gonna go for the deep shot downfield. Double coverage. Overthrows Chase Claypool, the intended target. Lucky he did. It falls incomplete. 3rd and 6. Oh, Isaiah Stewart, I think. That's what you mean. I think he's a second-year player, Isaiah Stewart. 13 seconds left to go in the first. Ball spotted at the 40-yard line of their own territory for Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger takes the snap, fires right at the marker, turns upfield, gets the first down. That's good for about a catch of 13, dragging a tackler along. It's Ray McLeod. And that's how they close out the end of the first quarter. Chargers 7, Pittsburgh 3. Only one drive by both of these teams that went in full. And Pittsburgh right now currently in the early stages of drive number 2. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up for Pittsburgh around their own 40-yard line once we get back into it. Right now, the under's looking really good. I think the over-under was around 49.5 for this matchup. We're already 1 quarter through. Both these teams just controlling clock so far. Wow, 82 degrees in Inglewood, California tonight. It's a 3-hour difference, though, so it's going to be around 6 o'clock in 5 minutes over there. 8 minutes and 40 seconds of possession for Pittsburgh. 6 minutes, 20 seconds for the Chargers. Both teams with 6 first downs currently. Justin Herbert with 63 passing yards in the first drive, going 6 for 7. The only incompletion was a pass that was dropped to his tight end Donald Parham on a streak route down the field, which would have set up the Chargers inside the 15-yard line of Pittsburgh if he had caught it. Coming back from the timeout, we have closed out the end of the first quarter. Moving up to the second quarter now. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. That was a really fast start to the first quarter tonight. Not even at 9 o'clock on the East Coast. Roethlisberger takes a snap, handoff, juking in the backfield, number 29, Caleb Ballage, first carry of the night. Only gains around 2 on the rushes. He takes it to about the midfield marker. It will bring up about a 2nd down and 7 now for Pittsburgh. Ball spotted around midfield. One in the backfield. This is Harris. Back in now as the running back. Roethlisberger tosses to the left side. Almost got wrapped up by one defender. Able to break it down the left sideline past the 50-45 out of bounds for about a gain of 4 as Ray McLeod. He is lucky. Looked like a 10-yard loss at first and able to shake a tackler on the wide receiver jet sweep toss. Almost getting him, but clipping him, couldn't wrap him up, was number 42, Uchenna Nwosu, as he was going low, and McLeod was able to break that. Extremely close to being a massive loss in the backfield of Pittsburgh. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Steelers. Roethlisberger going in the shotgun formation. Play clock down to 5. Harris in the backfield. Handoff on the draw up the middle to Harris, and he gets there. Needed 2, got 2, lunging forward. 1st and 10, Pittsburgh. Great effort showing his patience right there by Najee Harris. Being patient on the HB draw. Both of these teams doing fairly well in their first drive. Now into the second for the Steelers. Chunking off clock time, playing the possession game. 5 rushes, 2 passes on drive number 2. That's the Achilles heel of the defense this season for the Chargers. Last in defending the rush. Ball spotted at the LA 42-yard line. Pittsburgh with the football. Roethlisberger from the gun. Takes a snap, drops back to pass. Pressure coming up. Roethlisberger airs it out. Behind the defense. Launching down at the 6-yard line. It is caught in a 1st and 10. It is Chase Claypool on the reception. Slips past the defense, one in coverage on 101. It's Asante Samuel Jr. Chase Claypool just makes a move on Samuel, blows past him, comes back to the football. Nice job to turn his head and going down on his backside to the 6-yard line. That is a catch of 36. Jay Ramirez, welcome back to the stream. That was crazy, yeah. Houston beating Tennessee and then Buffalo getting destroyed by Indy today. And the Vikings beat the Packers, too, in a game-winning field goal. Roethlisberger, handoff, jet sweep toss. That will be a gain of 3 to Claypool. Trying to beat their speed to the outside. We've seen that a couple of times so far by the Steelers. We'll see if they do decide to keep it here. That will be the wise decision. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line now for Pittsburgh. Chargers coming in. Worst rushing defense in the NFL. Pittsburgh couldn't finish off the last drive. Roethlisberger with 2 airmail passes towards the end zone. 2nd and goal now. 11:30 left to go in the second. 1 in the backfield. It is Harris. Roethlisberger, handoff, Harris, and trying to get forward, and he might have got 1 out of it to the 2. Defense standing tall to the task, though, for LA. Yep, I remember that, too, watching a lot of Asante Samuel when he used to play for the Patriots. Pittsburgh now with a 3rd and goal at the 2-yard line of the Chargers. Roethlisberger in the shotgun formation. In motion to his right now is Ray McLeod. 1-on-1 coverage, bottom part of the screen, Deontay Johnson. Roethlisberger takes the snap, play action, fade, right corner to the end zone, incomplete, looking for Claypool. He's covered by Samuel. Incomplete, brings up a 4th down and goal. That time, Samuel played it perfectly. Read the right corner fade of Claypool. And once again, it was a pass that was too tall, thrown by Ben Roethlisberger. That wasn't in the field of play. Yeah, he airmailed it just over the head of Claypool. So Pittsburgh's going to go for it. 53% rushing, 57% passing on a chance of converting next-gen stats. 4th and 2. And here they go. 4th and goal. Motion the backfield with Harris. Roethlisberger rushes out to his right. Passes underneath, and the Chargers defense forces the stop. Pat Freiermuth catches the ball, but goes nowhere. Back to the line of scrimmage at the 2, and reading it perfectly is Derwin James on a bootleg by Roethlisberger, throws across his body underneath, and nothing there. Huge defensive stop by the Chargers, and they're going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Second drive of the game that Pittsburgh cannot get a touchdown out of. They've gone lengthy distances down the field, and they just haven't been able to put anything into the end zone. Now 110 total yards that Pittsburgh has. And they've got helped out by 6 penalties of the Chargers tonight for 35 total yards. So over 13 minutes of possession by Pittsburgh and no touchdowns. And they come up short here, 2 yards away from the end zone. Chris in the stream, welcome back in. Big win for your Bengals today. Yeah, the Raiders are taking bad. And then, I heard Xavier's been impressive. Won by 40. Big game. I heard Colby Jones had a huge game today. If you guys are doing the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Both of the teams moving the football down the field so far, but the defense of the Chargers, that's been the difference in this game. Making stops, forcing Pittsburgh to a field goal on drive number 1. Drive number 2, Pittsburgh just comes up short. Huge defensive play by Derwin James. Reads it perfectly as Pittsburgh designed it up so Ben Roethlisberger would go in the quarterback bootleg, rushing towards his right. He threw across his body underneath to Pat Freiermuth, and thought that he was able to get some separation underneath into the end zone on a little tight end screen, but no, Asante Samuel right out behind Freiermuth, reads it well, and boom, just puts on a hit for no gain. Wow, Adam Kunkel had 8 threes. That's impressive, man. Chargers with a momentum. 98 yards from the end zone. 6 for 7 on the first drive by their quarterback. And here's a rush good for about a gain of 9 by Eckler. We'll see where they spot the football. It gets them right out of territory to the 11-yard line. So Justin Herbert, solid first drive, 63 passing yards, 6 for 7 through the air. And the only ball that was incomplete was a drop pass by Donald Parham, the tight end. The Cone Man, welcome back to the stream again from NYC. It's enough for the first down. It's a gain of 10, the referees will say. Moves the chains in a 10-yard run by Eckler. Screens it out to the right side. Complete. Past the 15, down at the 17. A catch is good for about 5 to Keenan Allen. They're having success here in this drive, chunking out yardage on the first down play. It's going to bring up now 2nd and manageable for LA. Herbert. Play action, back to pass, dumps it off underneath, ball is complete to the tight end McKitty, turns upfield down the right side, able to get another first down, tackle from behind, around the 24. It's good for a catch of 9. 2 first downs, moving the chains by the Chargers on drive number 2. A lot of black and yellow out in the crowd today. So even though we're at a home game This one is at in LA, SoFi Stadium. Pittsburgh fans traveled extremely well across the country for this matchup. Ball spotted at the 24-yard line. Herbert, play action, back to pass pressure coming, pump fake. Herbert's going to scramble forward. Past the 25, sliding as he gives himself up around the 27. It's good for around 3. Second carry of the night by Justin Herbert. It's good. 8 rushing yards total. Saw nothing downfield. The first play of the game, he rushed for 5. Ball spotted at their own 27-yard line. They go into I formation. Herbert tosses left side to his running back Roundtree. Nothing there. He gets met immediately in the backfield. Maybe a gain of 1, but it was Alex Highsmith, the first one to meet him there for the tackle. Yo, hope you get better there, Chris. Sorry to hear there, man. Yeah, Goody not too pleased about this Pittsburgh team. The defense is their strong suit. Offensively, they've been a nails on chalkboard type of team offensively. Really struggled. Herbert takes a snap from the gun. Pump fake. He's going to rush for it. Gets the first down. 35-40. 45 gives himself up at the 47-yard line. It is a chunk play. A rush of around 20 by Justin Herbert as nothing was there. Up the field. Keeps it himself. And shows his mobility to stretch the field for a gain of 20. A lot of green out in front of him. Pittsburgh just, their defense running wild. Vaughn, what's good? Welcome back in. 1st and 10 LA with under 7 minutes left to go before halftime. Chargers have it now around their own 45-yard line. Herbert hands it off up the middle, carries as this is Justin Jackson, who takes it for around a gain of 3 to the 48. Yeah, hopefully that's going to be a W there, Vegas. Providence plays Northwestern tomorrow. That's a tight one I've been seeing. I think you're going to pull it out, though. Yeah, wishing you the best of luck there in your recovery, Chris. I'm glad to hear that you've been feeling a lot better, though, man. 6:10 left to go in the second. Motion from left to right with Palmer. Taking the snap as that's Herbert. Dumps it off underneath past the 50 on the screen as this is Parham. Slips past a tackle and gets a first down inside the 45. Tackled around the 43-yard line. Another first down by the Chargers. Moving the football effectively down the field. It's not big plays, but right there the screenplay works to perfection for 12 to Donald Parham Jr. Pittsburgh's defense looks gassed so far. Another long sustained drive by LA. Play action. Herbert flushed out to his right. Got a lot of time. He will scramble. 40, 35, 30. Keeps it himself. First down out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And that is good for a rush of around 17. 2 big rushes by Justin Herbert with a lot of green out in front of him. 37 rushing yards in the last 2 rushes by him. Warren, what's good? Welcome back in. It's a 1st and 10 now for the Chargers. 5 minutes left to go before halftime. Ball spotted inside the 25 of Pittsburgh territory. Ace formation, Herbert, play action, looks to pass, looks left, fires deep down the left sideline. That's complete at the 6-yard line. Was both of his feet in bounds. The referee says yes. It is a catch by Keenan Allen, and that is good for a 1st and 10. 18-yard reception by Keenan Allen. What a catch, soaring up high for the first down. Herbert from the gun. Ball spotted at the 6. Play action. Looks right, looks left. Herbert will try to step up, get sacked. First sack of the night, loss of 4. Drop back at the 10-yard line. Alex Highsmith, the one who gets to Herbert. I took the Chargers tonight, 23-16. I'll see you back in around 15, Chris. This game is going by fast so far. 4:10 left to go before half. This is only the second drive of the night by the Chargers. Both of these teams with 2 long drives so far. Pittsburgh has possessed the football for over 13 minutes. LA is approaching the 13-minute mark total time of possession on drive number 2. Ball spot at the 10, second down and goal for Herbert. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Play clock down to 1, able to get the football off. Herbert back to pass, scrambles, fires. That one underneath, complete to Eckler, diving across the end zone, touchdown. Justin Eckler with a touchdown. Austin Eckler with a touchdown catch underneath. And it's good for a 10-yard touchdown grab. Great job by Herbert just to buy himself time. In the pocket, steps up, rushes up, throws underneath to Austin Eckler. And then gets some separation. Rolling across, diving across the goal line into the end zone, rolling for the touchdown. Extra point by Vizcaino. Snap the hold, and the kick is right through the uprights. That is good. 14-3 Chargers. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. And Justin Herbert have a day. Bounce back game after just 195 yards a week ago in a loss against the Vikings. Tonight, Herbert having a big showing. He is nearing 195 total before halftime. Herbert with 113 passing yards, 11 for 12 on completing passes. And the only pass that he didn't complete was on drive number 1, which was dropped, which would have been completed if it wasn't dropped. And then he's got 44 rushing yards. It's 157 all-purpose yards so far by Herbert. And Pittsburgh's defense is getting shredded. It's soft coverage, one-on-one in coverage that they are getting beat constantly tonight. And then it's just the soft zone by Pittsburgh has led to wide open plays with like 3-4 steps of separation by Chargers on receiving. Do I know Hyung Kung Park? I do not. I'm sure it's something out in Korea. Hopefully it's something on the south side there. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much for watching tonight, being a part here on the channel. Pittsburgh's going to have to start making plays offensively, and they haven't been able to complete drives. Stalled out both of the times inside the red zone in the first 2 drives of the night. Last one took them to a 4th down, and they couldn't get it. They decided to go for a tight end screen, and it was read perfectly by Derwin James. 13 first downs, perfect 4 for 4 on 3rd downs by the Chargers. Despite 6 penalties, Chargers have a 14-3 lead. And if the Steelers don't get anything out of this drive, because we have 3:42 left to go before half, it's going to be a tough going tonight. The Chargers will return the second half kickoff. This first half just flew right by. We are back from timeout. Gets booted away by Vizcaino. Short fielded at the 5 by McLeod. Past the 15. Turns to the left side. And slips past the tackle to 20. Down the left sideline. 30, 35. Chopped up out of bounds around the 36, 37. By Ray McLeod. That is some solid returning right there. Looked like he would have got dragged down by the shoestring back around the 25. So just missing overthrows by Big Ben. He's had opportunities. Deontay Johnson at the back of the end zone overthrew it. Also overthrew a pass in the fade to Claypool on the last drive. And then they got stuffed on the tight end screen to Freiermuth on the 4th down and goal at the 2. So Steelers have the football. They'll start off around their own 36-yard line. Roethlisberger from the gun. In the backfield lined up to his left, this is Harris. Roethlisberger takes a snap. Hand off to Harris. Makes a cut towards his right, pushing the pile forward. That's good for a first down. It's a carry for 13 to the 49-yard line. Solid start right there in this drive. Najee Harris looked like he would have been short of the first down marker, and then Forward Progress was able to get him there. What's good, Ryan, back of the stream? Welcome in, man. Hope all is going well. Yep, so that's good. Kyung Park is from the South Country. Yeah, that's good then. I expected it to be. 1st and 10 at their own 49 for Pittsburgh. 3rd drive of the game. Roethlisberger takes a snap, back to pass. Passes off the fingertips underneath, incomplete, intended for Deontay Johnson. Johnson only 1 catch so far tonight. It was a reception of 16, just a little short crosser right there, and Big Ben, my bad by Big Ben, too tall on the pass off the top of the fingertips of Johnson. He put it too high and too much behind them as well. That type of pass, you have to go at the chest level, lead it in to Johnson, and that did not happen right there by Big Ben. 2nd down and 10 at their own 49. Roethlisberger from the gun to the right side of Roethlisberger. This is Harris, the running back. 1 receiver to the right, 3 to the left. He takes a snap. Back to pass, fires right sideline. That is caught. Tiptoeing down the sideline. Johnson makes the catch, and it's a first down. Penalty flag down, too. Deontay Johnson was swarmed in coverage. Michael Davis, the one covering. Big Ben threaded into a needle down the right sideline. I think Davis was the one who was all on him. Yeah, it was one-on-one coverage. There was a second player coming in, getting some safety help late. That was Trey Marshall. But Michael Davis was the main one in coverage. Davis gets called for the pass interference. He was all over Johnson. Johnson makes the catch inside the 40 now of Charger territory. And the ball spotted. It's actually at the 30. So Roethlisberger has the ball in the gun. They will operate out of the pistol this time in the backfield directly behind Roethlisberger. That's Harris. Quick screen complete. 25 to the 24 to Johnson. So starting to find some rapport here with Deontay Johnson. Back-to-back catches after the first one on the drive resulted in a miss, too tall and behind. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 14-3, Chargers scoring touchdowns on their first and second drives. Pittsburgh now on drive number 3, trying to get something here for the Steelers into the end zone. They've been shut the door twice. 4th down and goal from the 2. Wasn't able to get down into the end zone the last time around. And then nearing closer. We'll be back coming up after the 2-minute warning. Pittsburgh will have a 2nd down, I believe, in 4 at the 24 of Charger territory. Alright, if you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Glad to have you guys be a part here tonight on the channel. It's been a dominating game by the Chargers. It's been a fast game so far as well. Time just flying by, and both of these teams controlling possessions, chunking down time off the clock. 14 minutes, 46 seconds by the Steelers. 13 minutes and 14 seconds by the Chargers of time of possession. Only negative against the Chargers so far is penalties. 6 penalties for 35 total yards. And for the Steelers, defensively, a lot needs to be done to adjust in this game because they're playing a lot of soft coverage out in the secondary. And Justin Herbert's taking advantage of that, not only passing but also rushing, as he had 2 big plays on that last drive. A rush of 20 and then a rush of 17. So Justin Herbert tonight, he's got 113 passing yards with just 1 incompletion, and that was a drop ball by his tight end that fell incomplete. He's 11 for 12, 113 passing yards. Had Donald Parham over the middle of the field, which would have set up a catch around the 15, but went off the hands of Parham, incomplete. That's the only drop. And Herbert's also got 4 carries for 44. Najee Harris, 8 rushes for 31. Steelers trying to get back into this game. Lately doing it through the pass, but actually the Achilles heel of the Chargers has been their rush defense, which instead of throwing fades to the end zone for Pittsburgh, they should be looking to go rush more inside with those goal line attempts or goal plays in this game. And once they get into first and goal, second and goal, third and goal, should go more rush-centric instead of throwing face to the end zone, falling incomplete. That's how they can get back into this game. 14-3, ball spotted at the 23-yard line of Charger territory. Roethlisberger handoff and a delayed handoff, enough for the first down. Good for 4 to the 19. It's Harris. Najee Harris, 2 games this season with 100-plus rushing. Had one a week ago in the tie against the Lions. He's got 9 carries now for 35. A long rush at 12. No Juju Smith-Schuster for the remaining part of the season. That's a crusher for the receiving core for the Steelers here. They have it at the 19-yard line now at Charger territory. Roethlisberger from the gun takes a snap, looks right, fires right side. That's complete right at the sticks. Gain of around 9.5. We'll see where they spotted just shy of the first down marker to Deontay Johnson. It was an out route down the sideline. Steelers looking to get a TD here on the board. It would certainly help out Pittsburgh to do so because the Chargers get the second half kickoff. Anything short of a touchdown, this is going to be difficult. So they have yet to stop the Chargers defensively on their first 2 drives. 2nd and 1. Ball spotted at the 9-yard line now at Charger territory. Roethlisberger from the gun. He takes a snap, looks to the left, fires the left corner of the end zone. He's got Johnson. It is caught in the corner for a touchdown. Deontay Johnson catches it. And that is good for an 11-yard touchdown catch. It was a left corner fade, 101 coverage to the back left corner of the end zone, working on Asante Samuel Jr. What a throw. And what a catch by Johnson. 1 toe drag, yes. And he hangs on to it coming down to the ground. Right foot, left knee is down. He also did a left front toe drag along with it too, I believe, if we see from the first replay. Here it is, right? Where's that? Okay, yeah, that's a touchdown. He actually didn't do a left toe drag. His left knee was down, inbounds, before his left shoe fell out. Extra point by Boswell is through. 14-10. Huge touchdown to get themselves back into the game for the Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger dials up a left corner 101 fade to Deontay Johnson. Back left corner of the end zone. Gets both feet inbounds for the TD grab. Tyler, what's good? Welcome back in. Sorry to hear, man, about your Packers. Yeah, there's been so many surprising games lately. Huge touchdown right there for Pittsburgh. The Chargers have been moving the ball extremely well. LA will have 1:09 left on the clock before halftime, which they've been able to chunk out yardage all throughout the game. There's been no response defensively for Pittsburgh to stop it so far. If the Chargers get another touchdown in the last 1:09 before halftime, they've already scored more than what they've scored last week. If they add in another 7, they lost last week against Minnesota 27-20. Wow, Marquette's getting destroyed by St. Bonaventure. Let's see this. Yeah, 63-42. Wow. St. Bonaventure playing for March. That's a team with basically their entire starting fives all seniors. That's huge right there. St. Bonaventure have a year. This is the season to remember for the Bonnies. SMU's beating Missouri 39-30, and Tulsa's winning by 14 against Utah 72-58. I think Tulsa, that's a team to monitor. Tulsa with a good win against Rhode Island yesterday. I'm rooting for Tulsa this season to make some noise in the American. If they can take down teams like Houston and Memphis, it can certainly help out the cause, helping out the resume of Rhode Island. So URI's got 2 victories over BC. BC is probably going to be last in the ACC. We're back to action. This ball gets kicked off to the back of the end zone. Chargers will take over starting at their own 25. 1:09 left to play before halftime for Justin Herbert in the offense to see if they can get any more points on the board. If so, they're up with a big momentum swing entering into the second half. Also, the Chargers will receive the second half kickoff. So, Pittsburgh did leave time on the clock. Herbert's been moving the ball downfield, 11 for 12, 113 yards, chunked out 2 rushes of 20 and 17 in the last drive. 4 carries for 44 by Herbert. He takes a snap back to pass. And that pass is complete. Good enough for a first down to Keenan Allen with under 1 minute left to go. Moving the chains, that is good for a 14-yard catch to the 39. 50 seconds remaining. Herbert takes a snap back to pass, steps up in the pocket, pressure coming, and the pressure sacks him. The pile converging on Herbert. Back of the 35, there's a penalty flag down, though. Cameron Hayward was on top of Herbert. We'll see what the penalty is. Clock stops with 45 seconds. And it's on Pittsburgh. Defensive penalty, holding. On the defense, automatic first down LA. That is a crusher by Pittsburgh. I'm not sure this week. I know I'm doing probably 2 NBA games Tuesday. The Lakers versus Knicks, and then I believe the Celtics against the Nets on the Wednesday. I'm not sure what I have for the rest of the week because I'm calling a football game on Thanksgiving for a high school game, and then I got games on Saturday for basketball that I'm calling at a college. Pass underneath, complete pass midfield to the 46-yard line. That is good, right at the marker. It's close to the first down. They're going to say second down and short. It's a 9.5-yard catch on a dump off underneath to the running back, Austin Eckler. Timeout taken by the Chargers. 2 timeouts remaining. 38 seconds left to go before halftime. And the Chargers already inside Pittsburgh territory, inside the 45. If you're new on the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. We'll do a reveal of the poll results when we go into halftime right now. Thanks so much all for voting tonight in that poll. I heard I almost got tickets to go to the games this weekend at Mohegan Sun, but they had the Cheez-It tip-off for the National Basketball Hall of Fame tip-off in Connecticut this weekend at Mohegan Sun, and I heard that game against Purdue and Villanova, that was crazy today. Purdue is such a deep team. They had 4 really good teams playing in that tournament. UNC, Tennessee, Purdue, Villanova. Purdue won the tournament. And Travion Williams coming off the bench. he was voted as one of the top players this season. And Zach Edey is a beast. Man. Shades of Yao Ming to Zach Edey. A lot of those players on Purdue are like sophomores. And they took upon themselves larger roles as freshmen. Really came out in the second part of last season. The time of the high school game's at 10 o'clock in the morning. Coming back from the timeout, referees will say the last play by Eckler just short of the first down marker. 2nd down and 1. 39 seconds left to go as we welcome you guys back into the stream. Herbert. From the shotgun formation, Eckler lines up to the right side of Herbert. He takes his snap, ball spot at the 46-yard line. Herbert pump fake, gets dropped back all the way back around the 44, but we do have another penalty flag that flies. Herbert gets sacked. It's Robert Spillane with a sack, and it's a penalty on Pittsburgh. Cameron Hayward offsides. A crusher for the Steelers. Those penalties certainly hurt. Just before the snap, jumped it by Hayward to provide pressure. I would take cranberry sauce right there. My favorite Thanksgiving food. Herbert takes the snap, fires on a crossing route complete to the tight end. Jared Cook at the 32. Generous spot by the referees. They're going to say first down, and it's going to be a timeout again taken by LA. Chargers burn their second timeout. Yeah, I'm not sure like if the rest of the US has cranberry sauce or if that's like a big thing where I am out in Massachusetts, cuz I grew up like only like a half an hour away from cranberry country where I'm from. But in the Thanksgiving tradition, it's a big thing over here to have cranberry sauce. There's two different kinds. There's the kind that they don't have the mixed berries in. It's just solid cranberry sauce that they have without like the berries in it, and then the other one is much more bumpier with the berries in it. If Vaughn wins tomorrow, he's going to be 8-3. His opponent will be 6-5. If he loses tomorrow, then both of you guys will be 7-4. Really opens up that playoff race right there. Anything can happen. Hey, there we go. So you eat cranberry sauce there for Chris. Justin Herbert just one incomplete pass so far. 14 for 15, 146 yards passing. A lot of long, sustained drives in tonight's game. It's been the big takeaway. Pittsburgh with 3 drives. Chargers with 3 drives. Pittsburgh's 3 drives lasting 15 minutes and 37 seconds. Chargers drives lasting 13 minutes and 56 seconds. And 27 seconds left to go before halftime. The Chargers looking to go up by 11 points. Which is huge because if so, the Chargers will return the second half kickoff as well. Pittsburgh's defense looking to force a stop here because Pittsburgh's right in the game still. It could be 21-10 at halftime, or it could be 14-10, but whatever determines it, 21-10, greater possibility. It could be 28-10 starting out the third quarter by the Chargers if it is 21-10 at half. So Pittsburgh's defense is yet to get things together. A lot of soft coverage for their defense. Balls thrown underneath and right at the first down marker. Here's another one. They turn upfield down the left sideline. Back from the timeout inside the 15-yard line. A lot of green daylight out in front for Keenan Allen with 21 seconds left to play. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Chargers now with a football at the Steelers' 13-yard line. From the gun, Herbert. He takes the snap, looks left side, pump fake. Flushes out to his right, throws to the right sideline, airmails it. Incomplete, intended for Jalen Guyton. Yep. A nice home playoff game in fantasy. Some home field advantage in fantasy. Something that doesn't exist. It's basically all about matchups for fantasy. All you need is just to get an opponent that just goes off on you, and you get eliminated. That's the crazy thing about it. 16 seconds left to play. Herbert takes a snap, back to pass. Flushed out to his left, fires, complete at the 10, down out of bounds around the 8. It is caught by Eckler for a 5-yard grab. 10 seconds remaining. Eckler forced out of bounds by Robert Spillane, and it brings up a 3rd down at the 8-yard line of Pittsburgh territory. There is a player down for Pittsburgh. Chris Wormley, defensive end. He's being checked out by the medical staff. These types of timeout by Pittsburgh for an injury timeout. These types of timeouts help out the defense, gathering together what their game plan is for this 3rd down, crucial 3rd down play. It stops the momentum of the offense. So Pittsburgh with 2 timeouts, Chargers with 1, 10 seconds left remaining in the second, and a 3rd and 4 for the Chargers at the Pittsburgh 8-yard line. Looking to go up by 11 points heading into halftime, and the Chargers will receive the second half kickoff. Herbert, empty backfield, takes a snap, steps up, launches underneath, and that is incomplete, intended for Eckler. Broken up by Joseph right at the 1st down marker. Big defensive play. 2nd incomplete pass in the night by Herbert. And it's a massive one by Pittsburgh's defense, forcing a field goal. Getting that hand in there by Joseph from behind. Intended for Eckler, and here comes out. This is Dustin Hopkins, the new kicker. Used to be Vizcaíno to start off the season. This is Dustin Hopkins from the left hash. 6 seconds left to go. 26-yard field goal attempt. Penalty flags down. False start by the offense. It's going to back about 5 to the 31. Or a 31-yard field goal attempt. It is a penalty by Storm Norton, offensive tackle for the Chargers. I'm not like a big roller coaster fan myself. Haven't been in ages, though, on roller coasters. Ever since I went to like Disney and Universal. So it's been like 7 years. 6 seconds left to go. Field goal from the left hash. It will be by Hopkins. The snap, the hold, the kick. Going towards the right of the uprights, and it sneaks through. That is good. With 2 seconds remaining before halftime. And for Pittsburgh, a sigh of relief. Their defense finally holds the Chargers to a field goal. That's some momentum right there Pittsburgh can take into halftime. That the Chargers didn't go 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It's better to hold them to 3 than 7. Two seconds left to go. Hopkins boots it away. And McLeod will return it. Past the 10. 15-20. Down the left sideline at the 30. He is met and knocked to the bounce around the 34. And that's how we go into halftime. 17-10 the score. Chargers will receive the second half kickoff. Justin Herbert, great start. 16 for 19 passing, 170 passing yards, 1 touchdown pass. That pass complete to Austin Eckler out of the backfield. He's got 2 touchdowns, one of them a rushing touchdown and another a 10-yard touchdown catch. If you're new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. I'm going to reveal the poll in a couple minutes from now. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining in tonight. I'm going to take a break myself, like a 1 or 2 minute break to get a couple of things. I'll be back in just a moment. I'm going to put up the break slide, but I'll still be here. Of course, I'll be covering the second half, but I'm going to cover up the break, put on the break slide for now, and I'll be back in just a few moments. All right, so we are back right now just at halftime. 17-10 the score. Chargers will get the football back, receiving the second half kickoff coming up. And I'm going to let you guys, we'll reveal the poll here right now. So we welcome you guys in once again on the stream. But let's see, we got the Chargers topping off the poll right now. So these are the poll results. 66% LA. 34% Pittsburgh. Thanks so much all who voted in the poll for tonight. Yep, I released the results before halftime. Paul on the stream, welcome in. Tomorrow I'm probably going to take the night off for tomorrow, and then I think I'm doing Lakers against Knicks on Tuesday. I've been getting ready for Thanksgiving. I'm actually calling a game for a high school game for Thanksgiving, but I've got a lot of like prep work. A ton of it I've got done, but a lot of it involves like calling the coaches of both of the teams, getting the stats for both of the teams, and a lot of things. I've done 23 pages of prep work so far. Those 23 pages I'm using for pregame. I'm working with somebody who's a high school student that's going to be covering the game with me as part, doing the game as the color analyst, which will be pretty cool. And it's going to be our first time meeting together on that day. So I'm arriving, I think, around like 8:15. Got to set it up, all the equipment stuff. The game actually doesn't start till 10 o'clock, but the pregame is a 1 hour pregame. I have to be there for like 8:15 to set up. 9 o'clock goes off for the 1 hour pregame, and then 10 o'clock is when the football game actually starts. So it's been a ton of stuff that I've been putting together. I've been, I started on it. Luckily, you have to start on things like that ahead of time, or you'll never be able to get things done. Because I had to plan out like all the segments and stuff, and I started out like a week ago on that when I first heard that it was going to be like an hour. So I have so much stuff that we can like cover, but there's only like so much that you can talk about high school football, about like the players, the key matchups that's going on onto the field. So there's a lot of other things that I had to prepare for, like Thanksgiving type of things and questions like that I had to prepare into the broadcast. So it's a lot of like, I guess, like prep, thinking ahead about, in case you don't go over the 1 hour time slot, what else you can use there. But it's been like a ton of work, because you have to get all the players. I think there's 59 total players on one of the teams. The other team has 53. So nailing down like all the names, a lot of key notes about the top players too. Tons of things go into the broadcast. Pittsburgh's defense with a big stop on the last drive, forcing the Chargers to a field goal, which is big, because the Chargers had scored 2 touchdowns prior to that, and then if a third touchdown had happened there, could have very well been on the reach for the second half. Wow. Yeah, I heard LeBron got ejected, so he had a flagrant 2. Could be next two or three games. That's crazy. And they were trailing throughout most of that one against the Pistons. Lakers came back. They beat the Pistons 121-116. Looks like the Knicks leading against the Bulls 71-66. Clippers beat the Mavs. Another low-scoring game for the Clippers. They won, though, 97-91. Suns winning against the Nuggets 91-76. And Golden State, best team at 14-2. They are on a roll, up against Toronto 61-47. And then college basketball, St. Bonaventure. What a game for St. Bonaventure. St. Bonaventure crushes Marquette 70-54. Tulsa beat Utah 72-58. Utah State knocked off Oklahoma today. Oklahoma's in a rebuilding season, but that's a big win for Utah State. Michigan, Arizona, that's a good game for college basketball. That just started, tied up at 8. And SMU leading Missouri 53-47. We'll see if SMU can make noise this season. A lot of these teams in the American, they have an opportunity to make some noise, be a tournament type of team. At the top's going to be Memphis and Houston, but possibly another at-large could come from that conference. Possibly like a team like Tulsa's looking strong so far. Tulsa with another big win that they had today. They beat Utah for Tulsa. They had won against Rhode Island yesterday. And then SMU with a win against, or SMU's up right now in their game. Yeah, SMU's up against Missouri 53-47. Oh boy, looks like I'm matching up with Vaughn next week. That'll be a good one. Oh, gee. Yeah, I've yet to see that so far. Thanks so much for the update, Ken. Yeah, I'll take a look at that when I have a chance. Man. So let's see. Vaughn in Fantasy is up by 9. So 1 yet to play. He's got 2 yet to play. Okay, so nobody today. So just Monday Night Football. Chris Godwin, Evan Ingram, and then Leonard Fournette. $141 to $140 for projection. Too close to call. This game's moved by pretty quick tonight, though. Both of these teams have had 3 drives total so far. Dominating time of possession for lengthy drives that both teams have had. Pretty even, though, for time of possession. 15 minutes, 39 seconds for the Steelers. 14 minutes, 21 seconds for the Chargers. And LA will get the football coming up to start things off in the second half. The only short drive was the one that lasted 1:09 going into halftime, that the Chargers put a field goal down. Ooh. I've yet to see like a lot of footage from him, but from what I'm hearing, I think he's going to be really good. I don't think he's nearly gonna top what his dad has done, but I think he'll be really good in the NBA. So the Steelers had drives of 6 minutes 31 seconds, 6 minutes 33 seconds, and 2 minutes 33 seconds was their last one. And then the Chargers with drives of 6 minutes 20 seconds, 6 minutes 54 seconds, and then it was 1:07. They actually got the field goal with 2 seconds left. I haven't seen much footage on Shaq's son, but I don't think he's gonna be like nearly like close to like nothing close to what Shaq is or so. I don't think he's, because I've been trying to find him for college, and I don't think he's done like much for college so far. And he's been playing, I think, like quite a bit. He was UCLA, now he's transferred to LSU. Yeah, second season, and he's been playing off the bench. Or his third season, I think. What's good, Jose? Welcome on the stream. Glad to have you guys back at the channel here as we start off the third quarter football action. Been a quick one tonight between these two teams. Chargers up by 7. They're going to receive the second half kickoff. Boswell boots it away. Chargers left to right on the field as they return past the 10-yard line 15, 20 to the left side of the hashes and knocked down around the 25. That's where LA will start things off. We do have a penalty flag down, though. We'll take a look at the flag. Let's go, Dumb McCrab on the stream. Welcome in. Let's see here. Top 25. Let's see. Maryland and Ohio State. Yeah, Maryland and Ohio State's going to drop. And then BYU. I think BYU's going to be in there. And I think Seton Hall. Seton Hall with a big win against Michigan. North Carolina, they lost today. They're in that back grouping with Maryland and Ohio State. I don't think they're going to drop out, though, for UNC. Even though they have 2 losses, they're going to be close. They're probably going to be 25. They'll be close, though. If so, they're probably going to be replaced by Virginia Tech as the 3rd team. Virginia Tech receiving the most votes. But UNC's had 2 tough losses. They played in Mohegan Sun this weekend. Yeah, because they lost against Tennessee today, lost against Purdue yesterday. We have a false start now. It's on the offense for the Chargers. I would have sent Marquette, but Marquette got destroyed today by St. Bonaventure, so that offsets that. But Seton Hall definitely deserves to be in there. Inside the top 25. 5 wide. Herbert takes a snap from the gun at his own 27-yard line. Pass deflected at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. It was batted down by Isaiah Buggs, getting up and knocking the ball down. And Pittsburgh's defense starting to put pressure on Herbert. After a first half that they did record for a defensive sack. But a lot of that was like a clear pocket with Herbert all day to throw. 1 minute through the third, Herbert on the 3rd and 13 takes a snap. Back to pass. Across the middle, fires. He's got his man complete inside the 45. Down at the 43 inside Pittsburgh territory. That is Keenan Allen across the middle of the field for a first down and a strike. On a dart thrown by Herbert. Allen just open in the middle of the secondary. 1-on-1 coverage on Sutton, gets past him. And then turns up towards the left side. Down the middle of the field. Lined up on the right side. Allen, once again, bottom part of the screen. They go in a single set back formation this time. With Jackson, play action. Herbert fires. Right side complete again to Allen. Curls up field past the 30. Dragged down from behind by Pierre at the 29. 13 minutes left to go in the third. 2 big catches by Keenan Allen. And now the Chargers rolling inside the Pittsburgh 30. Herbert, 18 for 22, 214 passing yards, already more than what he had last week at 195. Herbert, handoff, rushes left side of the hashes. This one a big carry inside the 25-20 and tackled down around the 18-yard line. Good for about a gain of 12 by Eckler. Inside the red zone now for the Chargers. Chunking out yardage. Last 3 plays have been 10-plus yards each. Arizona in the top 25. Good question. They're going to have to keep on winning. It all depends on, like, who you win. Ooh, this one, if they do pull it out against Michigan. I think they do have a chance if they do pull it out against Michigan. All depends because Seton Hall's been playing really well too. This pass swung underneath complete, makes a man miss. That's Eckler inside the 10 to the 5, takes it into the end zone. Touchdown on a catch in the flats. Juking out 2 defenders in the backfield by Austin Eckler. And the Pittsburgh defense, no answers to wrap up Eckler in 4 straight plays in a row by the Chargers offense at 10-plus yards each. Whoop. 1-man miss. 2-man misses. James Pierre. First one who missed. Extra point now by Hopkins to go up by 2 touchdowns. And it's through the uprights. 14-point Chargers lead on their home field. Austin Eckler juking out 2 defenders on his route to the end zone. 3rd touchdown of the game by Eckler. 2 receiving, 1 rushing. Have a day by Eckler. What a night for Eckler. Making defenders miss. That was a reception of 12 that he had for the touchdown grab. Herbert's on fire tonight. 19 for 23, 231 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, and this was supposed to be the strong part of Pittsburgh's team this season with their defense, and tonight they were just getting lit up. Oh, that's big news for Bradley there. I saw earlier in the day you were in a close game, so now you're starting to pull away in your fantasy match. Oh, only like negative takeaway tonight from the Chargers. That's been the penalties. They've had 8 penalties for 45 yards, but other than that, they're looking solid in all their categories. We'll have to see who's going to the Fantasy Football Championship. Still a lot of separation that has to be done in the conference, and it's a really good grouping of teams so far. Michigan's winning Arizona by 1, 2019. Gonna keep on monitoring that game. I'm gonna be out on Thanksgiving, so I won't be able to cover that one, unfortunately. Yeah, I think it depends on who beats Michigan by more. Seton Hall looks like they're gonna be in the top 25. They beat Michigan by 2, though. If Arizona comes out on top as this gets kicked to the back of the end zone, Seton Hall destroy Yale, though, who's the favorite in the Ivy. And Arizona playing Michigan right now, they have wins. Oh, they did beat Wichita State. Yeah, they do have a stronger strength of victory over Seton Hall, because Seton Hall's second biggest win was a blowout victory over Yale. Arizona won at Wichita State. And they're taking on Michigan right now. So we are back to action. Steelers start off at their own 25. I'm going to take Thanksgiving off because I plan on being with my family all throughout Thanksgiving. Here's a pass underneath, and it's complete, but not much to Freiermuth, about a gain of 2. Yeah, I'm calling a game for high school on Thanksgiving in the morning. And then by the time I get home, it's probably going to be like 1:30. Yeah, it probably ends at 1, so like 1:30 or so. And then we'll have like dinner with me and my family. Um, I have to get, because I haven't even planned for Saturday. And that's my next game that I'm covering. I'm covering college basketball at one of the schools on Saturday. I'll probably do something on Black Friday most likely because I do have Black Friday off from work. It's probably going to be college basketball. That rush going nowhere, wrapping up in the backfield. That is Joey Bosa with a tackle for no gain on the rush. Brings up a 3rd down and 8. Oh, semifinal. Okay, so yeah, it was a neutral court game. So yeah, a lot of the stuff, a lot of whatever the teams are listed at the bottom, this time a day, it's like there's a ton of like these non-conference tournaments that's going on right now. Roethlisberger takes a snap, fires to the right side of the numbers, off the fingertips of Claypool. It's incomplete and forces a punt. This is the first punt of the night. So Pittsburgh will send on their punting unit now. Yeah, I sure have to do, Vaughn. I do. I'm up near Boston on Saturday. So we know how those big cities are like always protective with that stuff. Yes, the punt boots it away at their own 15-yard line with Harvin. It angles towards the right side, fielded, spin move, and out of bounds at the 26. No gain on the return for LA. Chargers coming back. They'll start off at their own 26. So Chargers just keep on chunking out plays here for Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh's defense struggling to try to get anything to stop Justin Herbert at this point right now as we head into the timeout. And this game is just slipping away from Pittsburgh. Oh, that's awesome. You get a big Thanksgiving then. Yeah, same with me, Paul. I think this is gonna be it. I think there's gonna be a lot of off-season changes. Pittsburgh allowed 27 to Chicago 2 weeks ago. It's Monday Night Football. They almost lost that game. The most points they allowed this season is, it's 27 that they've allowed. So they've been in the 20s all game long. Allowed 16 to Buffalo week 1, 26 to the Raiders, 24 to Cincinnati, 27 to Green Bay. So 27 twice. Green Bay, 19 to Denver, 20 to Seattle, 10 to Cleveland, 27 to Chicago, 16 last week to Detroit. So 27 twice. One of those games was against the Bears in Green Bay. So 2 of their NFC North opponents. 2 NFC North opponents, they've allowed 27 to. And Chargers with a field goal would get that number. Chargers with a touchdown would score the most that Pittsburgh has allowed this season. Yeah, I think they're going to be borderline for the last place team. Let's see here, playoffs. What we got? Tennessee, Baltimore, New England, Kansas City. Those are definitely yeses. Buffalo right now is at 7. I think Buffalo is going to be in. And then I'm going to take the Chargers for the last one. So I will say no to Pittsburgh. I think they're just going to miss. Colts are making a run too. So I think based on how they've been playing this game, this is a huge game. Chargers would have the head-to-head. That's a screen pass complete to Keenan Allen back from the timeout. Pickup of around 7 on the reception. The head-to-heads are so big. Especially the Patriots against Buffalo coming up next month. That's going to be massive. Patriots got Tennessee next week. Big for like head-to-head matchups. Patriots already have the head-to-head over Cleveland, which keeps on dropping, and the Chargers. This pass underneath, complete at the 40-yard line. First down catch goes to Keenan Allen and moves the chains. That is good for around a catch of 8. Man. Yeah, I thought that the under would definitely be in play, especially on the lengthy drives in this game, and the Chargers just keep on putting up points tonight. Herbert, play action, back to pass, steps up in the pocket, shovels it out, nice decision at the 40. Diving forward to around the 45-yard line. Josh Palmer, the wide receiver, next to Herbert. And an incredible decision right there by Herbert as he was about to get takedown for a sack in the backfield. And for him to make a quick decision just to shovel it, pitch it over to Palmer. Last-minute decision worked out in the favor. And was able to get a first or close to a first down, but not enough. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 4 now for the Chargers. Ball at their own 45. Screens it over to the left side, complete to Allen. Down the left sideline, past midfield, out of bounds, around the 49 of Pittsburgh territory. Catch a 6, first down, moves the chains. And along with this, up by 2 touchdowns, clock management going into the favor as well. Justin Herbert having a night. 257 passing yards, 44 rushing. On the second drive, he had 2 big rushing plays of 20 and 17, 2 touchdown passes, and 3 touchdowns combined. 2 receiving, 1 rushing by Austin Eckler. Here's a handoff, this time to Roundtree. Gets the edge down the left sideline, 40, 35, 25, rushed out of bounds around the 21-yard line. That is good on the carry of around 28. There's a penalty flag down, though, and it will negate it. In the backfield, holding by the Chargers. Would have been the largest rush of the night. Donald Parham Jr., though, the tight end, commits the holding penalty. So it looks like Vaughn plans on going to South Korea 2023, 24, or 25. Best of luck there. Hopefully we don't have much of those restrictions by then. For like travel restrictions and things. Approaching 7.5 minutes in the third quarter. 1st and 20 now. Chargers backed up in their own territory once again at their own 42-yard line. Herbert takes a snap, fires right at midfield, complete past the 45. Rumbles down is the wide receiver Palmer to around the 42. It's just shy of the first down. And it's good for a catch of around 17. Steelers with their defense playing a lot of soft coverage, and Chargers finding the underneath stuff. 6, 7-yard passes downfield, turns upfield, picks up additional yardage. 2nd and 3 now for LA. Ball spot at the Pittsburgh 41. Herbert takes the snap, handoff, cuts towards his left. Eckler tries to bounce alpha tackler. He cannot, though. Loss of 3 to the 44. Pittsburgh's defense comes up with a big negative play, taking down Eckler in the backfield. That is Cameron Sutton, who makes the shoestring tackle. Terrific job by Sutton getting low. Third and 5. If Pittsburgh wants to force a punt, this is the time to do so. From the gun, Herbert takes a snap on the 3rd and 5 at his At the Steelers' 42, Herbert will rush for it, gets the first down, past the 35, out of bounds around the 30. Steelers defense gets burned. It's a rush at 12. There's a penalty flag down. Huge call in this stage of the game. Chargers already with one big holding penalty, erasing what would have been a 29-yard catch. This penalty goes in the defense, though. In the secondary, holding penalty on Cameron Sutton of Pittsburgh. Automatic first down either way. Herbert picked it up with his feet. Justin Herbert's got 5 rushes now for 57 yards in the ground. Over 300 total in the game. 23 for 27 passing, 268 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns. Here's a jet sweep. Tries to get the edge down the right side. Pick up a 4. Running out of bounds to the 21. And that is Roberts who took the carry. Andre Roberts, former Las Vegas Raider, I believe when they used to be Oakland, he played for. Just outside the red zone. And an 8-play, 53-yard drive consisting of more than 5 minutes. As we approach the 5-minute mark remaining in the third. Herbert from the gun. They have motion with Allen. Screens out to the left side, complete to Williams. Stiff arms a man. And tackled for a pickup of 2. Try to get down the left sideline of the edge. Wasn't able to get to it. Sutton making a lot of big plays defensively tonight via tackles. Gets the tackle there in the outside, and Mike Williams holds him to a 2-yard grab. At the 18-yard line of Pittsburgh territory, into the red zone for the Chargers, 3rd and 4. Herbert from the shotgun formation. He will step up. Herbert rushes for it. He sees open daylight inside the 10. Knocked down past the 5 at the 3. Penalty flag flies, though. This looks like it's coming back, and it will. It's holding on the offensive line. Corey Linsley, the center. I'd probably say Seoul and Pyeongchang. I don't know much about the South there. Just 1 second. I don't even think. I had the wrong one, I think, right? Herbert takes the snap, back to pass, and that is off the fingertips, incomplete. I think I had the wrong one. No, I did have the right one. Not Yang. Where the Olympics were, right? Yep, that's correct. Oh, okay, yeah. So I did have the correct one. The Chang and not the Yang. From the left hash, it will result in a 4th down, 46-yard field goal attempt that gets pushed way away to the left of the uprights. Not even close by Hopkins. There's a penalty flag that has come down, though. And it's on the Steelers' defense. Offsides. Replay the down. Cameron Sutton offsides. Jumping across the line. Yeah, that's what forced Hopkins to send it to the left of the uprights. 4th and 8. Still, they're going to attempt a field goal. Pushes them up 5 to the 41-yard attempt. From the left hash, Hopkins will try it again to go up by 17 for the Chargers. The snap, the hold, the kick by Hopkins, this time without pressure, and he drills it through. Sneaks through the left uprights and in. Chargers go up by 17. And they have scored on every single drive tonight. 3 touchdowns, 2 field goals for LA. Only 1 punt in this game, and it was on the last drive by the Steelers. So going back onto the timeout. 3:40 left to go in the third quarter. Pittsburgh needs to find some answers, get the football into the end zone, which they've only done once tonight. Ben Roethlisberger having a tough game around. Just 12 for 19 passing, 123 passing yards. They have struggled on the ground against the worst rushing defense. Only picked up 53 rushing yards on 15 carries tonight by Pittsburgh. They have had a struggling season on the ground. And tonight, what should have been the bread and butter to go to, they get the football to start things off. They were up to start things off 3-0, but their defense has been the main cause of not being in this game right now. Pittsburgh has got 6 penalties for 29. The only problem for the Chargers is that they've got more penalties. They had, I think the Chargers had 5 penalties through their first 2 drives. The Chargers have 10 penalties for 65 yards. This has been a ton of penalties in this game, 16 combined. It's been a lot of long drives. The Chargers have possessed the football for almost 24 minutes. And then the Steelers have possessed the football for 17 minutes and 21 seconds. 26 first downs by LA to just 12 by Pittsburgh. Chargers have also got 4 first downs via Pittsburgh penalties. Oh yeah, I definitely know that, Vaughn. I watched a video about that, how everybody is extremely respectful to the leader that they have, that you have to respect the leader. Wow, Arizona is winning against Michigan right now in college basketball 35-27. So if Arizona wins that game, they're going to be ranked. Seton Hall probably will get ranked, same as BYU. That would send Michigan to 3-2. It is Pittsburgh ball. So Michigan's got wins against UNLV, Buffalo, and Prairie View. Yeah, that's probably not going to cut it. They might drop all the way back from 4 and out. Pass underneath to Najee Harris. That's complete for only 2 yards to the 27. So 1st and 10, they go check down to start things off for Pittsburgh. They're going to need much more than 2 on a 1st and 10 to lead off a drive. They'll have to take some deep shots down the field. Najee Harris only has 2 catches for 2 yards out of the backfield. Roethlisberger takes a snap, passes underneath complete to Harris, gets his 3rd catch past the 30, and he's just shy of the first down marker, about by 2 yards. Reception good for 6. Derwin James, the one who picks up the tackle, and this will bring up a 3rd and 2. Pittsburgh in their last drive, they punted it away, and right now they're on a 3rd and short. Chargers looking to force a stop here, resulting in back-to-back punts. Roethlisberger from the gun. Harris lines up to the left side of him. 3 receivers bunched up to his right. 1 to the left is Johnson. Roethlisberger takes a snap back to pass. Passes across the middle, complete on a slant. 1st down and more. 50, 45, chopped up inside the 40, down at the 39-yard line. That is Chase Claypool on a chunk play for Pittsburgh. And it puts the ball at the Chargers 39. Huge play there. Lines up on the right side, far receiver to the right. And cuts across on a crossing route, just wide open in the middle of the field. Turns it up down the left sideline. 3 catches now for 73 tonight by Claypool. Ball spot to 39 at Chargers territory. Roethlisberger from the gun. He's got Harris to the left side of him in the backfield. Roethlisberger takes a snap, passes to the left, complete, underneath, and that's good for about a catch of 4 to Johnson. 35-yard line now at Charger territory. 1.5 left to go in the third. Second down and 5 now for Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger takes a snap, handoff on a draw to Harris. Cuts towards his right. Poor decision right there as he gets chopped up. He had the whole middle to himself. Instead decides to cut to his right. Some extra running, and Asante Samuel reads it. Asante Samuel Jr. reads it perfectly. Gets down low to chop up Harris and make the stop. He had it vertically in the draw to pick up the first down. Third down and 2. 40 seconds left to go in the third. Roethlisberger from the gun. Harris lines up to the right side in the backfield. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Roethlisberger takes a snap, back to pass, pump fake. Fires underneath, complete to Harris. Gets the first down. Bounces off a tackler at the 25. Tackled down at the 24-yard line by Kaiser White. Pittsburgh has a chance to run one more play possibly before the end of the third. Game clock down to 10 seconds. Roethlisberger from the shotgun formation, 5 seconds. Will they snap it? They will with 2. He takes the snap, steps up in the pocket, pump fake, passes on a check down underneath, stiff arm, couldn't get past. Back to the line of scrimmage, maybe 1 yard on the catch by the tight end, Eric Ebron. A tremendous open field tackle by the Chargers to close out the third quarter. And it's LA 27, Pittsburgh 10. Three quarters of football in the books here. The LA Chargers are rolling. 0 punts tonight for the Chargers. They have scored in every single drive. 3 touchdowns, 2 field goals. 2 passing touchdowns by Justin Herbert. Austin Eckler's got all 3 touchdowns, 1 rushing, 2 receiving. What's good, D. Wade in the stream? Welcome back in. Chargers came out to play tonight. Yeah, Austin Eckler is going to be making the Pro Bowl this season. He's had a spectacular year. Should be able to get there. Right now, he's 16th in rushing. Receiving's more of his category, though. I heard about it with LeBron. I heard he got ejected today. It's crazy. So Eckler came in 9th in the NFL this season, tied for 9th in touchdown rushes for the season. Pitt's problem all night long has been their defense. Their defense hasn't been able to get off the field. Justin Herbert's only got 5 incompletions, 24 of 29 passing, 271 passing yards, and he's been able to take off too. 5 carries for 57 by Herbert. Having a big game running. So the Chargers have scored on all 5 drives tonight. Pittsburgh now on this drive as they have it at the 23-yard line of Charger territory. 2nd down and 9 for Pitt. Quick pass to the left side. That's complete at the 18. Pick up a 5. That's good to the wide receiver, James Washington. First catch of the night, I believe, for number 13. Crucial 3rd down coming up for Pittsburgh. They are at 4-down territory now for the Steelers. 14:40 left to go in the 4th quarter. Down by 17. 2 touchdowns and a field goal. It's a 3-possession game. Wow. Yeah, I heard that was Isaiah Stewart, the one who got in the big fight that had to get off the court. I have to see that replay when I have a chance. Empty backfield, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Roethlisberger takes a snap. Pass deflected at the line of scrimmage. Falls incomplete as the pressure comes up. And forces a 4th down stop. Joe Gaziano, defensive end number 92, the one that bats down the ball at the line of scrimmage, thrown by Big Ben. Gets a hand up there to deflect it. Textbook right in front of Big Ben. So Pittsburgh's going to settle for a field goal right now. Chris Boswell has made one from 36. And they will take the 3 points currently. The snap, the hold, the kick, straight through the uprights is good. 14-point game. The problem is defensively, they have no answers. They've yet to force a punt tonight. And we're in the 4th quarter. 14-10 left to go in the 4th quarter. The Chargers have long drives all throughout the night. And they're going to get the football coming back up by 2 touchdowns. I think my next stream is going to be on Tuesday. It's going to be Lakers against Knicks for basketball on Tuesday. And I think Wednesday is going to be Celtics against Nets. I'm probably going to take off Thursday because I'm covering a high school football game on Thursday. Friday, I might do college basketball on Friday. And then Saturday, I'm calling a game in person for college on Saturday for a men's basketball game. So I know there won't be any streams on Saturday because I'm calling a game at college, and then I have one of my friends is coming over late on Saturday. But yeah, I should be able to do games on Tuesday and Wednesday unless I get called up to do games this week in the spot. I'm going to take a look at that Arizona-Michigan score here. Arizona up against Michigan college basketball, 37-27. Missouri-SMU went into overtime. Looks like Missouri's going to win 80-75 with 4 seconds left to go in OT. Sorry to hear that, Warren. Hopefully things get better for you, man. Yeah, the Lakers got a lot of early games this week and a half or so, like past like week into like this coming week for the Lakers because they're on the East Coast. They had the Bucks, they got the Celtics. They played both of those games last week, and now they got the Knicks coming up. Yeah, I think so. We actually hung out this Saturday, but he's gonna be hanging out my house, waiting for an invitation. It looks like, if he gets the invitation, might not get the invitation in time. We'll have to see. What's good, Dakota on the stream? Welcome in. Big win for your Eagles today. Putting up 40 on the board. This ball gets kicked off to the back of the end zone. It goes, and the Chargers will take over starting at their own 25. Yeah, definitely a good thing to keep in mind. Thanks so much, D-Wade. Appreciate it, man. Something that I'm for sure gonna do, because I have like a break for the college in-person calling. The last game I'm calling, I think, is December 4th, unless they need me for the 11th because I'm substituting at the other school. But the school I signed up for, the last game for winter there in the years on the 4th is Eckler rushes for about 5 to the 30 up the middle. And then they go on a break for winter vacation. They got like a bunch of road games, and then they come back, I think, around January. I think it's January 15th. They come back for like home games. Chargers with a 2nd and 5, 13 and a half left to go in the 4th. I formation, Herbert, handoff up the middle. Eckler stumbles forward, picks up around 2 to the 32. The Chargers have never punted the ball tonight. This could be a big one here in a 3rd down and 3 approximately. Austin Eckler, 9 carries of 45 yards and a touchdown. Rushing, he's got 2 receiving touchdowns, 5 catches of 48 yards. Eckler will now come out of the game towards the sideline. The running back will be Justin Jackson, number 22. Herbert takes a snap. 3rd and 3. They've never punted. Takes a deep shot down the field and airmails it out of bounds. And the Steelers force a big 3rd down stop. So that was a quick drive. Pittsburgh really needed that drive to hang in the game. And a chance to pull one in a touchdown. They need to find the end zone. It's 4 down territory for Pittsburgh. Ray McLeod will be the kick return man. The punter, Ty Long, back to boot this ball away for the Chargers. He receives the snap, boots it away. Angles it inside the 25, fielded the 18 by McLeod. Returns it down the right side on slips past the tackler. Past the 30, out of bounds around the 31. Positive yardage right there by McLeod to get 13 out of it. There's penalty flags flying, though. A little scrum along the sideline, too. Pierre for Pittsburgh. Him all over us, one of the special teamers for the Chargers. Referees just taking a look at to see what this call will be. Discussing right now. They got the 4 referees convening about what the penalty call will be. This is obviously a big call, especially if it negates the return of Pittsburgh. And it's on the kicking team. So the penalties will offset. One will be on the Chargers, the other on Pittsburgh. And they'll replay the punt again. So 4th and 3, since the penalties offset each other. A legal formation by the Chargers. I think it was holding by Pittsburgh. They're going to do the punt once again. Ty Long, the punter, back onto the field for a 4th and 3. Receives the snap. Pressure coming up the middle. Oh, the punt gets blocked. Pittsburgh blocks it inside the 5. It's rolling towards the left sideline. And it's knocked out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Coming up the middle on a free ball. Right there to block him. Miles Killebrew. Unbelievable. Gonna set up a 1st and goal for Pittsburgh, and this whole game just changed. Long receives the snap up the middle. There goes Killebrew. Boom. Blocks it off of his body, rolling inside the 5-yard line. It's gonna set up a 1st and goal, Pittsburgh. That's how they won against Buffalo in week number 1. And the Steelers looking for another game with a big 4th quarter. And this could have just turned the momentum needle right in the favor of the black and yellow. Pittsburgh starts things off at the 3.5-yard line. Roethlisberger from the gun, 12:33 left to go in the fourth quarter. He takes the snap. Back to pass, fires left side, incomplete, off the fingertips of Harris at the 1. Special teams is something that teams might not emphasize as much as they should. Yes, indeed, Arizona's a sleeper team. And you know what's dangerous about that team for Arizona for college basketball is that a lot of the key players are sophomores. That's a good team in the making. Tommy Lloyd used to be assistant at Gonzaga. He's the new head coach now at Arizona, trying to turn it around like the good old days. Handoff on a sweep, nothing there. Loss of 2 to the 5. Chargers defense reading it. It was Chase Claypool who got the handoff towards the left side. This is where Pittsburgh could really do vertical runs to their favor instead of going to the outside. Trying to get jet sweeps around, and Big Ben just shrugs that one off like, I don't know. Looking towards the sideline about the play call there. He's going to have to go from the gun. Harris lines up in the backfield to the left side. Roethlisberger from the gun. 2 receivers to the right. Now in motion is Claypool, lines up to the right. 1-on-1 coverage on the left side is Johnson. Roethlisberger takes a snap, slant to Johnson, deflected at the line of scrimmage, and it falls incomplete. Justin Jones, the defensive end, knocks down a pass by Roethlisberger in 4-down territory for Pittsburgh. Big play call coming up from Mike Tomlin. You take the field goal or you go for the touchdown. They need it either way. Because if you do take the field goal, you need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. It's better to get 2 touchdowns, just 7 instead. You're down by 14. He takes the snap, back to pass, fires across the middle, slant, deflected, and it looks like it's intercepted if it didn't touch the ground. Though Roethlisberger signaling it. Penalty flags fly, it's on the Chargers. Yeah, they would need 2 field goals, so it makes more sense for the 7 each. That's right, because if they do get 8, plus 3, 11, plus another 3 is 14. That's 3 extra. It's another extra possession. 3 possessions to do that. 2 possessions, they need 7 each. Pass interference is on the defense. 1st and 10, or 1st and goal, Pittsburgh. Pass interference at the goal line by number 20, Tavon Campbell of the Chargers. New set of downs, 1st and goal right at the 1. They're going heavy for Pittsburgh, high formation. The fullback, Derek Watt. In the backfield, this is Harris. Roethlisberger, handoff, up the middle, Harris diving across the goal line. He is in for the touchdown. What a soar straight through over the top by Najee Harris, and Miles Killebrew raises his helmet up to the stands. Yellow rally towels waving here on the road at SoFi Stadium for Pittsburgh fans. And Pittsburgh, there's a lot of time remaining. 11:35 left to go in the fourth quarter. Scores the touchdown off of a crucial, might as well be a game-changing blocked punt that has changed the entire course of this game. Extra point by Boswell, straight through the uprights. 27-20. 11:35 left to go. Miles Killebrew opening up this game for Pittsburgh, helping them draw within 7 with a blocked punt. Pass interference on a 4th down on an incomplete pass, but the Chargers defense led to the next play. 1-yard touchdown rush by Najee Harris over the top, across the plane, in for 6. This is now going to be a good ending Really good ending we have set up here. See what happens when your defense can force you to go off the field. Good things can happen just like that. Arizona's beating Michigan in college basketball 43-33. Well, Colorado State they're the sleeper team this season. Colorado State returned their entire lineup. They beat Creighton by 14. That's going to be good right there. Seton Hall against Ohio State tomorrow. That's great. Yeah, Colorado State's really good team this year. They didn't lose a single player in the offseason. San Diego State, I think they've been struggling a little bit this year. They barely beat UTSA. Barely got by Arizona State. Yeah, they do have one loss against BYU. BYU needs to be ranked tomorrow. Oh, Colorado State's playing Louisville. They got Louisville next Sunday. Wow. They're really good. They beat Oral Roberts by 29. Max Asmus is out to a really slow start this season. This ball gets kicked to the back of the end zone. I heard yesterday he missed like a ton of shots. Like no points in the first half, went like 0 for 16. I thought they did have Louisville. What? What was I seeing right there? Maybe I saw something different. Oh, that's the women's basketball team. Okay, okay, Google. Thanks so much for that. So they don't have it for men's. 1st and 10. Herbert rolls out to his right, passes underneath, complete. Makes a move past the 30, gets the first down, catch of 11 to the tight ends. That is Parham, who moves the sticks 11-yard gain. So Colorado State has so on their radar they've got Alabama on Tuesday, December 21st. That's when they got a really good team. That's when we'll see if Colorado State's legit by then. So they should keep on winning. They do have a neutral court game against Tulsa, and they do have one against Mississippi State, which is low key this season, a really good team too, winning on transfers. Herbert takes a snap, fires across the middle, off the fingertips, incomplete. Looking for Jared Cook just past midfield. Yeah, maybe I should, Vaughn. I think a lot more people would pay attention to the men's though. Maybe like a UConn women's game. I'm doing both men's and women's for in-person broadcasting, though. 10:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. 2nd down and 10 now for the Chargers. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line inside their own territory. Herbert takes a snap, fires, past the 40, complete, turns upfield, gain of 12 and a catch to the tight end. That is Parham. Back-to-back catches for him. Moves the chains. Once again, Pittsburgh's defense giving up a lot of 10-yard routes underneath, playing them deep. Parham just in the middle of the defense. Soft zone coverage, not on Parham. Linebackers late to read it. Just shy of midfield. Herbert's only got 7 incomplete passes, 26 for 33 through the air. Herbert, handoff up the middle. Eckler bulldozes his way past the 50 to the 48. Good for around 5 on the carry. They've been starting things off with some pretty solid yardage. Brings up 2nd and manageable. Makes the play calling a whole lot easier when you can chunk out yards around 5 in this game per carry. They're averaging 6 yards per tote tonight rushing for the Chargers. 20 carries for 121 rushing yards. Eckler's got 9 carries for 45. Herbert from the shotgun formation at the 47-yard line inside Pittsburgh territory. Takes a snap, pass, too tall off the fingertips of Allen. Dangerous, incomplete. The man in coverage, Terrell Edmonds, was just 2 steps away from intercepting that football. He had a read on it, too. He had a really good break on the ball. And just tried to dive, and it went outstretching his fingertips by about 1.5 yards. Would have changed the whole game if Edmonds had picked that off. 3rd and 5. Herbert steps up in the pocket. He's going to rush now down the left side. It's open. First down. Big gain. 25-20. Turns upfield. Breaks a tackle inside the 15. And tackle down from behind around the 12-yard line. And a little scrum after the play. Ooh, Cameron Hayward falling right on top of Herbert and an injured player for Pittsburgh. Arthur Mallet, number 35, is down on the ground, unresponsive. Belly first. The game clock will stop with 9:09 left to play in the 4th. Justin Herbert picks up massive yardage. He's going to set up the Chargers inside of 15. Mallet shaken up. Penalty on the play as well. It's on Pittsburgh. It's on Cameron Hayward. Unnecessary roughness. Falling on top of Herbert as he was down on the ground, already knocked down from behind, and it moves up the football inside the 10-yard line now. Herbert, what a cut he made, circles around the defense. Hayward tackles him from behind, and then what happened here? Oh, Hayward, a little bit of punching with Palmer, the wide receiver, wanted to protect the quarterback, and then Hayward just falls right on top of Herbert after he tackled him before. I mean, I remember that happened a couple of years ago after Tre'Davious White intercepted a pass. Rob Gronkowski fell right on the White after the play was over, and I think that's going to lead to a fine right there by Hayward coming up. We should see a fine from the NFL office coming up. Austin Eckler receives the snap off the handoff into the end zone, touchdown. Quadruple for Austin Eckler tonight. 4 touchdowns. 2 on the ground, 2 receiving. What a game tonight for number 30 for the Bolts. It was an HB draw. They've been rushing the football so effectively all throughout the night. The offensive line for the Chargers has performed extremely well. Herbert was only sacked once. That was in the first half. Extra point by Hopkins. Straight through the uprights. Good. This game has gone over 54. On the over-under, it is shattered that tonight. It was supposed to be 49.5. The Chargers connecting on drives. 4 touchdowns all by Eckler. 2 receiving, 2 rushing. 4 touchdowns, 2 field goals, 6 scoring plays on 7 drives. And it's pretty crazy because the only time they didn't score a drive, they gave up the football and set up the Steelers with perfect field position for Pittsburgh. It was the block punt, which was inside the 5. What's good, Sean, in the stream? Thanks so much, man. Really appreciate it. This is a big game for the playoff race. Playoffs shaping up like this in the AFC. Chargers entering today. We're number 8 in the playoffs. And they're going to go to 6-4, tied with Cincinnati and Buffalo. Pittsburgh will drop to 5-4 with a loss today and a tie. 5-4 and a tie for Pittsburgh. So that means that Pittsburgh will drop to 8, and the Chargers will be tied for 5th. Depending on how all that shakes out. Buffalo and Cincinnati. Cincinnati has the head-to-head over Buffalo. Chargers have yet to play those two teams, and they don't this season. There's a lot of things that go into factor. Strength of schedule. The Chargers have a stronger strength of schedule than Cincinnati and Buffalo. Yeah, they got strength of victory, so they're going to move up, so they should be able to move up above Cincinnati and Buffalo. If the Chargers hold on, they'll be 6-4, so they'll be number 5. They soar past Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh will be 5-4-1, and they'll drop to 8th. Huge game for the Chargers tonight. Luca, what's good? Welcome to the stream here, brother. Thanks so much, man. Ty in the stream, welcome in. Sorry to hear about that with your team this year. Yeah, it's definitely a rebuilding year for Missouri. Kevin on the stream, welcome on board. Steelers defense getting shredded tonight. They're giving up constant 10-yard plays. This ball gets kicked off as we're back from the timeout deep to the end zone. And the Steelers will take over at their own 25. Yeah, things been going pretty well. Good to get back into football here, into the swing of things, because I'm actually covering a game for high school on Thanksgiving. I think my next stream's going to be Lakers against Knicks on Sunday, or for Tuesday, if you guys want to come along there. Chargers look impressive tonight. Just moving the ball down the field all throughout the night really well. So playoff race out in the AFC. Tennessee lost to Houston today as one of those shockers. And then Buffalo got destroyed by Indianapolis. So Indy trying to make a late charge to the playoffs. They're at number 9 in the playoff hunt. They lead the advantage over Cleveland right now, looks like, in best win percentage for Indianapolis. And the Raiders just keep on dropping. Big Ben, things keep on getting worse for him. He takes a snap. He gets sacked and stripped of the football. Lucky for him, he falls on top of it for Ben Roethlisberger, but he loses around 4. Joey Bosa was there, providing the pressure, the outside. I heard about that. I've yet to see the replay because it was happening here, but I'm going to take a look at that after I finish up. 8:10 left to go in the fourth. 2nd down and long for Roethlisberger. He takes the snap back to pass towards the right sideline. That's complete. And close to 1st down, but not quite. Catch of 18, needed 19. Was Chase Claypool, the wide receiver, falling on his backside. Got about 2 extra yards getting up to the ground and it got knocked down. 4 down territory for Pittsburgh, 3rd and 2. They're going to make it 3rd and 3. Ball spotted at their own 32. Roethlisberger from the gun takes a snap, back to pass. Fires left side underneath. That's complete to the 36. 4-yard gain caught by McLeod, moves the chance. Approaching the 7-minute mark left to go in the fourth. They need much more than just underneath 4-yard passes to get back into this one. Need to take a deep shot for Pittsburgh. Haven't seen that all game long. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Roethlisberger takes a snap at his own 36. Check down again. This one goes to Harris. Spin move. Goes helicopter and gets knocked down at the 40. That's dangerous. And Najee Harris is shaken up. You never want to see that. Najee Harris got chopped up by Asante Samuel Jr. on a helicopter. And he is down and he is injured. This whole season has just gone from bad to worse for Pittsburgh, especially if he has to miss time. Because he has had a pretty good season. He was catching fire at the right time for Harris. He's shaking up. Good to see he's back on his feet for Harris, getting helped out. 2nd and 5 coming up for Pittsburgh. Around the 41-yard line in their own territory. We're going to take a timeout. That's rough there if Harris has to miss time. I mean, for the Steelers, you're not going to be able to win games if you don't have a deep passing game. Like they've been doing this all season long with check down passes. Like 4th and long, 3rd and long, check down passes. It's not going to get you any place. It's going to get you an L at the end of the game. The struggling takeaway today from Pittsburgh is that they should have been able to run the ball effectively. They had the first drive, they put 3 on the board, and they're only averaging 3 yards per rush. The Chargers as a team are averaging 7.4 yards per carry tonight. 22 carries for 162 yards. Justin Herbert's got 93 rushing yards and a long of 36. Austin Eckler's got 10 carries for 50, 2 touchdowns rushing, 2 touchdowns receiving. And then for Pittsburgh, 18 carries for just 55 yards, a long of 12. And this is against the worst rushing defense in the NFL. It's just terrible for Pittsburgh. They get a long catch of 37 by Chase Claypool. That's the longest play in the game for the Steelers. They've needed so much more, and they just won't take deep shots. What's good, CF? Welcome on the stream. Najee Harris with a tough hit on the last play as we went to the timeout. It was Campbell, and then it was 24 for the Chargers who came in and got him at the end of that. Nasir Adderley. 2nd and 5. Roethlisberger takes a snap back to pass. Ball spot at their own 41-yard line, and that is incomplete. Throwing in a triple coverage intended for Deontay Johnson. And Ben took a shot on the throw, too. Ben was a little slow getting up. He just recently passed 200 passing yards. So Benny Snell now, the running back, who lines up in the backfield to the left of Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger from the gun, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He takes the snap. Back to pass. Fires across the middle. Complete to Johnson. Turns upfield to left side of the hashes. Inside midfield. 40, 35, 30. Run out of bounds around the 27-yard line. That's a big, long play. Slant across the middle of the field for Deontay Johnson. And he gets himself around 31 yards in the catch. Second biggest play of the game for Pittsburgh. 1st and 10 now at the 27 of Charger territory. 6 minutes left to go. Roethlisberger from the gun takes a snap. Back to pass. Launches across the middle. This ball is complete inside the 10, down at the 9. It's Eric Ebron, the tight end. Second catch of the game by Ebron. 1st and goal it sets for Pittsburgh. Look what you can do when you take shots downfield just like that. Nice pass to the line by Roethlisberger. Ball at the 9-yard line now of the Chargers. Ben from the gun takes the snap. Passes underneath, complete at the 5. It is caught by Claypool out of bounds. So he gets knocked out of bounds by Michael Davis. Second down and goal. Clock keeps on ticking. 5:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. 4 down territory for Pittsburgh. They need to get into the end zone. They're down by 2 touchdowns. Ball spotted at the 5-yard line. Charger territory. They go empty backfield. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Roethlisberger looks towards the sideline. Too much time taken. This ball gets snapped with 1 on the play clock. Roethlisberger fires underneath, complete to Ebron. Makes a move across the goal line for the touchdown. Eric Ebron with a touchdown grab underneath, thrown by Ben Roethlisberger on a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Took 4 minutes off the clock. And once again, the Steelers down by a touchdown. Their defense has to put a hold on the field and force a stop, and they've only forced that once tonight. Chargers have had 7 drives total, 6 of those resulting in scoring plays. 4 touchdowns, 2 field goals. Extra point by Boswell. Straight through the uprights. It's gone over tonight for the scoring. Sunday Night Football, a lot of scoring here. They blocked the punt. The defense needs to force a stop in order to send this one into OT. Really solid drive right there by Roethlisberger. Pittsburgh has to have faith in their defense yet to stop Justin Herbert all throughout the night. He's just finding his way, and there's been a lot of simple 10-yard passes downfield that his receivers have been able to sneak into the short area of coverage. Pittsburgh's defense playing soft coverage tonight hasn't been able to find any answers to stop the Chargers except for one of their drives. Now it's because they started to force pressure on Herbert, but Herbert's had a pretty clean pocket tonight. It's only taken 1 sack. That was back in the first quarter. I heard about that LeBron got ejected tonight. Wow, Arizona's crushing Michigan. So Arizona is going to be in the top 25. Arizona beating Michigan 62-45. Michigan's probably going to drop out. They have losses now against Seton Hall, and now they're losing against Arizona with under 11 minutes left to play. It isn't even close. 17-point Arizona lead. So welcome to the top 25, Arizona, BYU. That's a definite. And then definitely getting knocked out is going to be Ohio State. And also Maryland. And Michigan might even, because they got 2 losses now against unranked teams. They're probably going to get dropped out themselves all the way from number 4 to out of the top 25. I don't think a 3-2 team that lost against 2 unranked schools will be there. Yeah, I do think BYU is going to be in the top 25. They destroyed Oregon. I think Oregon's probably going to stay, but they'll probably be like 24-25. This kick sails all the way to the back of the end zone. That's mostly a new team with Michigan. Hunter Dickinson is the big name. That's probably why they were overhyped so much. I was really high on them too. Purdue is deep. From the looks of it, first 2 weeks of college basketball, Purdue's going to win the Big Ten by the looks of it right now. Of course, things will change throughout the season, but Purdue's a deep team. They got Travion Williams coming off the bench. Herbert, bootleg to the right side, passes and it's incomplete, intended for Allen in the open. That's one of those plays that you have to go to the run. You've been averaging over 7 yards per carry for the Chargers, and a 1st and 10 on a call like that, they go pass play and it falls incomplete. That makes 0 sense at this stage of the game. inviting Pittsburgh to get right back into this matchup here. 4:45 in the fourth. Ball at your own 25 for the Chargers. Herbert 5 wide from the gun. He's going to pass again. Pass deflected, up in the air, intercepted at the 15, rolling down at the 11. It is Sutton off of the batted ball up in the air. And just like that, 2 plays. 10 seconds go off the clock, and the Pittsburgh Steelers have the football inside the 15 of Charger territory. Who got their hand up? Cameron Hayward, the one who collapsed on Herbert on the last drive after he had that massive run. Hayward jumps up, bats the ball up in the air, and Sutton picks it off. And now it's up to Big Ben to get his team into the end zone. That is the most Charger-like type of thing right there. That the Chargers have shot themselves in the foot, not punting the ball away. Or punting the ball once, it got blocked. And then on this drive there, turning it over off of a batted pass. Wow. 1st and 10, Pittsburgh, plenty of time. 4:36 left to go, and they're going to get the football at around like their own, at the Charger 11-yard line. They ran 2 passing plays when you're up by 7. Roethlisberger goes from the gun, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. He takes the snap 5 wide, back to pass, fires right side to the end zone, overthrows his intended target, Claypool. It's incomplete. Penalty flag is down, though. And it's on the defense. Chargers have been playing a great game all throughout the night until the block punt, the interception, and Joey Bosa unnecessary roughness. 12 penalties for 75 penalty yards by LA. That's where they shoot themselves in the foot. Classic Sunday night game. National TV, and they shoot themselves in the foot like this. 1st and goal. 4:33 in the fourth. From the gun, Roethlisberger at the 6-yard line. He takes a snap, back to pass, looks left, pump fake. Roethlisberger across the middle, fires, and it's incomplete. Intended underneath around the 3. It was the Kalen Ballage, the running back. It was in some deep traffic. Let's see here. I would put well, they're definitely going to be higher than Oregon. I'd probably put them around, I think, like 20 or so, probably, for BYU. So Ohio State's going to drop. 2 teams are going to be dropping out, at least. Maryland, wherever Michigan goes in. So that's 22, at least. Here's a screen right side. Freiermuth touchdown for the tight end. 1 point away. 4:23 left to go in the fourth. And the yellow rally towels are waving as it's basically black and yellow out in the stands on a road game at SoFi. Okay, so Ohio State dropping out. Maryland's going to drop out. Michigan will go back. They're at least 21 because they're going to pass by Oregon, who they beat. That's good through the uprights. So BYU's at least 21. And then North Carolina lost. Tennessee lost. They play top 25 teams, though, so they're probably going to be around 20. And Illinois lost, too, against Marquette. They might be up to like 19-18, actually. Because Illinois had lost against Marquette. They're probably going to fall back, and Marquette got shredded by St. Bonaventure. St. Bonaventure's really good this year. They got 5 seniors in the starting 5. So it's probably going to be BYU, Arizona, and Seton Hall. Those are probably going to be the 3 that go in. Marquette would have if they had won against St. Bonaventure. This kick goes to the back of the end zone. Chargers will take over again starting at their own 25. 4:23 in the fourth, and this is anybody's game right now. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Down by 17 points at one point in this game. And the Steelers outscored the Chargers in the fourth quarter 24-7. Off of some pretty bad miscues all game long here lately that they've been shooting themselves in the foot in the fourth. A blocked punt. A batted ball at the line of scrimmage. They decide to pass it twice instead of up by 7. This ball is bobbled, juggled, and incomplete to Jared Cook. That was dangerous. Really dangerous. That could have been intercepted. That had INT written all over it. Brandon, welcome back to the stream. Second and 10 with 4:18 left to go. Herbert from the gun takes a snap at his own 25. They keep on passing and he gets sacked. Drop back at the 20 for a 5-yard loss. Steelers defense comes out big. They wave their rally towels. And that is a sack by Isaiah Buggs. Or it's number 56 actually, not 96. That they got the sack. Alex Highsmith, the one who got the sack for Pittsburgh. 3rd and 15. And before we do have a timeout taken, Pittsburgh will burn their first timeout. So Chargers with 3 timeouts left to go. Pittsburgh with 2 timeouts remaining. Chargers outgaining Pittsburgh 448 to 312 in total yardage. Yet we have a tie game because of 2 LA miscues. Ooh, yeah, that is tight in there. I'm going to see what they got coming up for schedules for Wake Forest, Clemson, NC State. 3rd and 14. Herbert takes a snap. They keep on passing 5 in a row. Launches underneath, complete to Cook. Turns up quarter. Hurdles over a man right at the sticks. And they say he's right out of bounds at the marker. We'll see where this ball is spotted. The chain gang is right next to it. And here it is. The call. That looks short. That looks short by Jared Cook soaring over the top. The field judge did not give him a generous spot. Soaring over James Pierre, the corner, in his 4th and inches. And the Chargers are going for it. 3:48 in the fourth. Herbert, handoff up the middle. Eckler. No, he did not get there. Austin Eckler is stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and the Steelers defense holds, and they will have the football with terrific field position. Oh, he didn't get there. The play calling has been absolutely abysmal by the Chargers. 5 straight passes before going rush deep in their own territory on a 4th and inches play. They've been rushing the football, averaging around 7.5 yards per carry all night long. And for the biggest play in the game, they just can't block up front. And the Steelers defense, with the big boys play big boy football. Cameron Hayward coming up there, pushing the pile back on Eckler. And here's the Steelers taking over on downs. Ball spotted at the 34-yard line of Charger territory with 3:43 left to go. Roethlisberger from the gun takes a snap. Play action. Passes on a slant. Dangerous as it's incomplete. Intended for James Washington. It was a high pass, and lucky it wasn't intercepted. It was in a little bit of traffic there off of a 2-man coverage. 0-230 record, but trailing by 17 plus in the fourth quarter for Pittsburgh. They can make it their first victory ever on their 231st attempt. 3:40 left to go in the fourth. Roethlisberger from the gun. Ball spot the 34. Charger territory. Takes a snap. Fires underneath. Crosser complete inside the 30. Diving forward out of bounds around the 27. It's an 8-yard catch. It goes to James Washington. Yeah, I think it's going to be, it's probably going to be Wake Forest that Pitt faces. Wake Forest going to close it out with BC, their final game. Yeah, North Carolina takes on NC State. UNC can make things interesting there. 3rd and 3. And a timeout taken. With 3:34 left to go, it's by Pittsburgh. Second charge timeout to the Steelers. I did not know that, Vaughn. Boy, he certainly got a big win yesterday. Fourth and 1 from the Chargers, 34. 62% convert. 32% stopped, 49% punt, 53% chance of winning if they do convert right now for the Steelers. That's according to the NBC graphic that they got up. Third and 3. From the gun, Roethlisberger. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. He takes the snap, play action. Looks right, pump fake, fires to the left side, down the sideline. Nobody there being held up to as Johnson. Penalty flag comes flying. Deontay Johnson tried to come back to the football he was being held up with Michael Davis, and it will be pass interference by the Chargers, spotting the football inside the LA 10. Automatic first down, Pittsburgh. Once Johnson made that comeback to that ball, Davis just held completely on to him. Gonna get that every single time. The penalties is what's gonna lose the game for the Chargers. The turnovers, blocked punt, batted ball. Chris Boswell will come on, kick a field goal. Did they pick up the flag? They had picked up the penalty flag. Looked like it was clear pass interference. They picked it up. They said no penalty. Snap, hold, a kick. It's drifting through the uprights, and that is good by Boswell. Davis was clearly all over Johnson. He made a comeback attempt to get back to the football, and they ruled it uncatchable. Pittsburgh with a lead by 3. Yeah, I remember that 2-year anniversary when Vaughn moved houses. That's a big call right there. Pittsburgh could have had the football inside the 10. Yeah, Vegas winning mod of the month. Vegas with a big comeback month this month. Big bounce back month there. D Wade getting mod of the month too. You guys all the mods of the month. .324 left to go in the fourth. This ball gets booted away deep to the back of the end zone. 25-yard line. LA will start things. It's just you can't trust some of these teams. I got eliminated in the Eliminator Challenge because I picked the Bengals over the Jets last month. I can't trust the Bengals, nor the Chargers, nor the Raiders. First and 10 at their own 25. Herbert back to pass, pump fake, pressure coming, dumps it off underneath to Parham. He's going to try to make a move, and he gets tackled at the 30 for a pickup of 5. Brought down by Chris Wormley. Yes. Unfortunately for UVon, I think so, because they beat Wake Forest. Pittsburgh has outscored the Chargers 27-7 in the fourth quarter. They have done it through 2 forced turnovers, a blocked punt with great field position, and then a batted ball, an interception. Then the Chargers shoot themselves in the foot. Here's a pass swinging over to Eckler. Picks up the first down out of the backfield. It's had a big game. Chargers shoot themselves in the foot with 2 turnovers in the fourth quarter, and also they decide up by 7, 34-27, with under 5 minutes left to go. Hey, let's do 2 passing plays and go nowhere. And then we do go someplace in the third down, brings up a does bring up a 4th and inches, and they gamble for 4th and inches at around their own 40 and can't convert. Here's a deep pass down the left sideline. It is caught, and it is off to the races. Breaks the tackle into the end zone. Mike Williams for the touchdown catch, and the Chargers go back up on top. 3 plays, 75 yards, minute 15 by LA. This could be the game of the year. I thought that Baltimore Colts game last month on Monday Night Football was great. Oh man, we have one right here. Yusuf, welcome to the stream, man. 2:09 left to go. Extra point coming up by Hopkins, a big one. So it would put Pittsburgh needing a touchdown. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is through the uprights. 41-37. Justin Herbert with a find down the left sideline from Mike Williams. A 53-yard touchdown pass, wide open, busted coverage, only one man out there. 10 yards away with Trey Norwood. Sutton goes with a wrong receiver. Yeah, this is shocking. I thought it'd be under. Williams down the left sideline, and Trey Norwood couldn't get to him from behind, and Cameron Sutton, the one-on-one coverage. Just where are you going, man? Where are you going? Where's the communication and the defense for Pittsburgh? A come on, man type of moment right there for Cameron Sutton. Chargers kick it away. Deep kick, and back to the end zone as Pittsburgh will take over at their own 25. So Pittsburgh's got 1 timeout. Chargers with 3. And now it's time to battle the timeouts and battle the time of possession. Should be 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Ball spotted at their own 25 to start for Pittsburgh. 5 wide from the gun, 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. At the bottom of the screen is Claypool. Line up next to Washington and the tight end Freiermuth. And Roethlisberger gets sacked. Dropped back for a 6-yard loss to the 19-yard line. As the pocket converges and we take it up to the 2-minute warning. Kyler Fackrell for the Chargers, the one to come in and sack Big Ben. Fackrell here on the outside of the screen just makes a move on between 2 offensive linemen. That is impressive, and holds Ben from behind. Bosa came in on that too, along with Fackrell. Wow. using his body strength to bulldoze in between two offensive linemen, Joe Haig and Dan Moore, to get to Ben Roethlisberger. That was impressive right there by Kyler Fackrell, able to push the pile and bulldoze his way between a sandwich of two offensive big guys up front. Wow. 23 games decided on the final play this season in the NFL. That is something special. This season has been full of upsets. Today, Tennessee lost against Houston, and also Buffalo got destroyed at home against Indianapolis. Had a lot of close games today, too. Minnesota won on a game-winning field goal against Green Bay. Nothing new to Greg Joseph. He had that before, earlier in the year. Baltimore won against Chicago, and Cleveland won 13-10 against the Lions. Those games were close as well. Roethlisberger, watch out, pocket collapses again. He gets sacked all the way back at the 4-yard line. Back-to-back sacks. Bosa this time going straight through up the middle, taking down Big Ben, and it's going to be 3rd and a mile for Pittsburgh with under a minute 40 left to play. 3rd and 29 from their own 4-yard line. The Steelers will need a prayer. Harris has returned to the game. He's in the backfield. He went down earlier in the half. Roethlisberger takes the snap from his own 4, out of his own end zone, passes. This ball is almost intercepted. Nobody even remotely close. Intended for Deontay Johnson. He had his back turned to the football. And this is going to be it. Steelers with 1 timeout remaining. 4th and 29. They need a miracle. Big Ben will have to get his big, strong arm out here for this play and show the world that he is the Big Ben of old. 46 dropbacks, 3 sacks, 1 hit, 5 quarterback coveries. That's been the story. 4th and 29. Play clock down to 0. They didn't get it off. Penalty flag. Delay a game, Pittsburgh. Delay a game for Big Ben. Backs him up 3. 4th and 32 now at the 2. From his own end zone, Roethlisberger, a miracle. 4th and 32, a check down. It's incomplete. Another 4th down, another check down. Oh, the Pittsburgh Steelers. What a joke of a season, and they're going to miss the playoffs because of that, most likely. Incomplete. Chargers take over at the 2-yard line. What a disgusting play call. That is despicable right there. Ugh. You deserve to lose the game if you pass the ball 3-4 yards downfield on a 4th and 32 from your own end zone. Absolutely disgusting. Chargers take a knee. Pittsburgh with 1 timeout. Classic Steelers have been doing this all season long. Another 4th down, another check down. And they fall back to 8th place now in the AFC. The Chargers, with a victory, move up to 5th. And strength of victory, they're going to move up. Chargers, 1:11 left to go. All they have to do is take a knee. Pittsburgh is out of timeouts. Herbert takes the snap, takes the knee. One more time, he'll have to do it, and this game is over. Terrible finish tonight for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 4th and 33, where's the Hail Mary? That's all that you can ask to do. Chargers back in prevent coverage, and you pass the ball on a check down 4 yards downfield behind your receiver. Wow, Arizona destroying Michigan. Thanks so much for the update there. Welcome to the top 25 Arizona tomorrow. 80-62, about to close it out. I'll see you guys this week. I believe the next stream is going to be on Tuesday. Lakers against Knicks for NBA. That's the final knee, and the Chargers pull out a victory in a shootout. Final score 41-37, and if the Pittsburgh Steelers miss the playoffs, we're going to remember the reason why. As the Chargers improve to 5-4, or the Chargers improve to 6-4, the Steelers now drop to 5-4-1 without one tie, and that is a crusher that they tied last week against the Lions. It puts them behind the Steelers, behind the Bengals now. And it puts them out of the playoff race from 5th to 8th now in the AFC because of that loss. And also the Chargers have the head-to-head over Pittsburgh. So thanks so much, everybody, for being a part here in the stream. Before I do sign off, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Man, what a game tonight. Austin Eckler to start a game, 4 touchdowns total, 2 rushing, 2 passing. He had an incredible night. 50 rushing yards for Eckler plus 65 receiving on 6 catches. Thanks so much, everybody, for being a part of the channel tonight. I'm going to sign off here with the channel members. Before I do wrap up, I believe I'm going to be back on Tuesday night with the NBA. I think it's going to be Lakers against Knicks. Going to close out to the channel members as we have Jason, Aaron, Man and Hades, Cindy, Rajip, All That Deuce, Russell, D-Block, CW2K, BP, Greg, James, Magic, Oreo Pudding, Reezer, Bino, Mark, Kelly, Mike Rashad, John, Jessica Barco, Stephanie, Ahino, Joseph, Elkian, GFR90, Maurice, Christian, Keith, Woody, Warren, Rodolfo, Kit Lorenz, Pamela, Oscar, Isaiah, I Am Ghost, member from Taiwan, Don, Mr. Mundre, Alden, Abdu Rahman, Patrick, and Juan Ismail. Thanks so much, everybody, for being a part of the stream. Enjoy the rest of your night. Chargers pull out the victory, 41-37 over the Steelers on Sunday Night Football. Steelers allowing 2 sacks, and then pass the ball on the 4th down underneath behind the receiver for nothing. Turned it over on downs, and that's how it wrapped up. Thanks so much, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your night.